Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
I'm Ben Fletcher. Good afternoon to Atlanta in a moment. But first, India are chasing 259 for victory at Edgbaston. But England's bowling attack have plenty to say about that. talkSPORT's John Norman.
For two, India. They've lost both Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, much to the crowd's disappointment. There's a lot of fans here decked out in the blue, the pale blue of India. India still favourites, you'd have to say. 203 runs needed from the 40 overs remaining. But those breakthroughs via Sam Curran and Jofra Archer have just dragged this England team back into the mix after Liam Dawson and Joe Root rescued the innings earlier today with a 121-run partnership. India in reply, 57 for 2.
There's loads to see and do on the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel. Next, talkSPORT understands Declan Rice is confident he's fit to start against Argentina tomorrow. He's returned to full training after being forced off against Norway because of illness. Reece James is also pushing for a place in the starting 11. Forget the history. That's the message from Thomas Tuchel.
We're coming for a match of football. I think it will be intense. I think it will be emotional. The way the teams play, the way what's at stake would surprise me a lot if it was like a calm and cool-headed and easy leveled match. There will be momentum swings, and I think it will be emotional. It will be the next roller coaster.
A roller coaster. Tuchel says England are ready for kickoffs at 8 tomorrow night, live here on talkSPORT. Tonight, France take on Spain, and Emmanuel Petit says there's been a lot of water under the bridge since they last met at the Euros.
We look much stronger now, especially up front. We have so many options, up front to score goals. This is not the same team. That's why I think we are confident. We respect Spain. We don't feel the same fear that we used to fear, recently when we used to meet Spain. So this is a different game.
Build up to our live commentary gets underway at 7 on talkSPORT. With 38 days to go till the return of the Premier League, Bournemouth have announced the signing of Elche striker Alvaro Rodriguez. Wales goalkeeper Cole Darlow's gone to Old Trafford on a free. Yuri Tillemans won't be far behind him with a medical done and a 5-year contract agreed. Plenty more at talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
It's been revealed Nigel Farage has received nearly 600 death threats since February, and 2/3 of the PPE bought during COVID couldn't be used. More from Amelia at past.
talkSPORT weather, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
Warm sunshine for most of us this afternoon, with any remaining cloud clearing. Hello.
Andy, what are you doing, mate?
Well, Benny, I've maxed out the company credit card, so I'm going to have to put a few more shifts in Buddies just to pay for everything.
Yeah, we've got a show to do in a minute.
Are we on that day? Who we got?
Frank Nabooth.
Amazing.
Bradley Wright Phillips.
Yeah.
The star of the show, Alex Crook.
Not really a star, but yeah.
And a huge semi-final, of course. France taking on Spain.
Oh, my goodness, right. OK, let's do the show then. There you go, Crookie. Pint of froth. See you later.
Brought out of the air, here's Kylian Mbappe! Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! Never doubt the quality of Kylian Mbappe!
Is this close to best player in the world, who is defined completely by the World Cup? Every tournament has been his.
Level with Lionel Messi, 8 goals for this World Cup.
We have enough quality, to adapt ourselves, and we can make individual, miracles as well with the ball.
Now it's square to Pau Kabasi. He strikes it low, Lampard's just lost it, and it's hammered in! It's Mikel Merino!
Spain, if they continue playing the way that they play, it will be always a candidate.
They have had injuries that would finish a lot of good teams, and yet they still have a level of control, and they still get it done in the end.
Dembele charging on and finding the net!
Probably even more than 98, more than the 86 team. I think this team has the highest ceiling.
Can anybody at this World Cup stop France?
Yeah, that's the big question. Welcome to World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent alongside. We're in Buddies Bar here in New York as we build up to the first semi-final. By jingo, we got a show for you today. As Benty quite rightly said, MLS legend Bradley Wright Phillips joins us at the bar. We've got a very interesting question to ask Darren Bent a bit later on about Mbappe. We'll get the French angle as we're joined by former French international and Chelsea defender Frank Leboeuf, and we'll get a flavour of Atlanta with Stuart Pearce. And of course, we're doing all of it in the company of talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook, and more importantly, Dallas the Hat is here. How are you, boys?
Really good.
Good, thank you.
It's good to see you both on a very, very big day. But before we talk football, let's just update everyone with what's happened over the last 24 hours, what we've been up to. You had a good couple of...
Yeah, been really good. Obviously, we went to a nice restaurant last night.
Yes, we went to the meatpacking district. Yeah. That was nice. We had a French...
I had snails for the first time.
You didn't have snails?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Did it? Oh, it took you ages to eat them, didn't it? Oh. Right, yeah, okay. Yeah? I didn't know you had that.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Escargot, yeah?
Yeah, it was beautiful, with a bit of garlic butter and all that.
Okay, that's nice, yeah.
We had a nice day yesterday, didn't we? Walking around, went all over the place.
Oh, yeah, we got some trainers.
Yeah, he took me all the way to a shop. He said, I'm buying these glasses. Oliver, I need to buy these glasses. Yeah. Took me all the way down there, got there, didn't buy the glasses.
Yeah, didn't have the ones I wanted.
You got your steps in.
Yeah,
got our steps in. Yeah, so it was nice. What have you been up to, Cookie?
Relatively quiet. I'm still feeling the effects of Miami, I think. But I did go to a comedy club last night.
Did you?
Of American comedy. It was good, actually. Better than I expected.
Where was that? Who'd you go with?
I went with an agent, and it was just the New York Comedy Club. Very intimate venue. I made sure not to sit in the front row.
Okay.
And I made sure I didn't wear the hat. Nothing to draw attention to myself.
Just the crossover work, because obviously English, we're sort of used to English comedy. And Americans, we don't necessarily get English.
It was very different.
It's a flip of a coin,
but I enjoyed it. Yeah, there were some funny acts. It was sort of a new comedian every 10 minutes, so it was quite sort of...
You didn't fancy getting up there? It wasn't open mic night?
Yeah, it certainly wasn't open night, and I'm a funny guy, but maybe not that funny.
I'd love to see you up there.
Yeah, me too.
Crumble.
Me too. If you could do it in one state, where would it be? Dallas?
Maybe Miami.
Okay, fine, maybe Miami. Here's a question for you before we move on. Interesting question. Is it Times Square or Time Square?
I say Times.
Times?
I think it's Time, isn't it?
It's Times.
Is it?
Yeah, and do you know why it's called that? I found this out this morning. Very interesting. Any ideas? This is true, by the way. I'm not making it up.
Whenever he says that,
no.
Usually it's a lie.
In 1904, the New York Times moved to that area, and in honour of that, they renamed it after the newspaper.
Why are you waking up and thinking about that?
Well, because we're walking to work, and I was just thinking...
Oh, I like that. I think
you,
people back
Cookie.
home will appreciate that.
Well, that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the World Cup.
Come up with a little bit of trivia every day.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Because we're here, by the way. We're here till Monday. Because we'll get to the final, and we'll win it.
Because if we don't get to the final, you're leaving on Friday.
We go Friday, yeah. We will be here on Monday. You can bet your bottom dollar. We'll talk about England a bit later on. Don't forget, of course, straight after us, you can hear France against Spain. Now, though, we're starting with England. We are starting with England, and Jordan Pickford has its a fourth semi-final in the last 5 major tournaments for them. None of those have led to a trophy, though, and Pickford says they need to use those tough losses as motivation. Who's writing that? Ahead of Argentina tomorrow night.
I think for me, it's as well, we were unfortunate in Qatar against France. I think we were the better side and didn't come out on top on that day. And yeah, we've got to take them moments and them moments in your career. Looking back at 2018, then 2 Euro finals as well. So you've got to take them moments and learn from them. And this is our moment to go and play against Argentina and hopefully come out on top.
I suppose we won't know the answer to this question until after the semi-final, but does this England side, Crookie, I'll start with you, look better prepared compared to the ones that didn't make it?
Tough to say that,
yeah,
because the performances have not been convincing, but we're getting over the line on moments, mainly moments being served up by Harry Kane and even more so Jude Bellingham. So better prepared. I don't know. We've got a better coach this time.
I was going to ask you both about that. Do you feel that we have more chance now we're in the last 4 with Thomas in charge than Gareth?
Yeah, you've got to believe that, because I think there's complete different levels between Gareth and, again, I always say Gareth did a really good job for England, but I think Thomas Tuchel, these are the matches now he's been brought in to win. Even that from the Mexico game, that performance, him making tactical changes, and even so far this tournament, every substitution that he's made, I've gone. The first ones, when he brought in Dan Burn and all these defenders, I was a bit like, really? But then you look, the impact it had, you go, fair enough. He did it again against Norway, it worked. So I think these
worked eventually against Norway, not straight away.
Of course. But yeah, because he almost, when we spoke about it, well, as the game was going on, I almost felt like some of the substitutions he made, it limited to what he could do, because he was like, he changed the 2 wide players, but that's them done. The only one he could kind of change in an attacking area was Kane, and he wasn't going to do that. But I do think with Thomas Tuchel in charge, there is a part of me that's thinking, well, do you know what? We've got a really good chance here.
Yeah.
Really good chance, because I know that I feel like he'll make the right decision at the right time.
Cookie, there's no weaker side in today's semi-final, right? France, obviously, on paper, I'm guessing the favourites, but, Spain could win, and it wouldn't be a massive upset. Do you think that it's a benefit for England to play their semi-final second. And the reason I ask that, if Spain get through, right?
Yeah.
As an England fan, we'll be like, oh, it's a lot easier that is than France.
Yeah.
And we'll put a little bit more pressure on ourselves.
Maybe, but I saw a stat this morning, and I think I'm right in saying this. 13 of the last 14 men's and women's tournaments, the team who've played their semi-final first have gone on to win the final.
Okay.
Also, as well, you said about less pressure.
Yeah.
If Spain beat France,
yeah,
that's not less pressure, because all of a sudden you go, well, okay.
No, but don't you think we've got more chance of beating Spain than France?
Not particularly, no.
Do you not?
No, okay, I almost feel like with France, they can just bludgeon you to death because they've got, whereas it's death by 1,000 cuts for Spain, you just can't get the ball.
Okay, but who'd you rather play in the final?
I mean, you'd rather play Spain, but I'd still be petrified of playing Spain.
Cookie, who'd you rather play? I thought it was
Spain.
Yeah, I thought it was an obvious answer, right? I'm telling you now that if Spain win this afternoon, live on talkSPORT, if Spain win this afternoon, we will all be sitting around going, oh, Spain, we've got a chance now.
Even if they beat France.
Yeah, but if France get there, we'll still be thinking that's so tough in the final.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I agree with Andy. I think you'd rather play Spain.
Yeah. Would you be playing second or first if you had the choice?
What is it in my team?
Semi-finals, yeah. Would you rather play?
I wouldn't care. It wouldn't bother me.
It wouldn't make any difference to you?
No difference whatsoever, because either way you're going to have to play, you have to win your game and get to the final.
But I guess the extra day's rest, having gone to extra time against Norway and played at the Azteca, might be beneficial for the semi, but if you get to the final, you'd probably rather play earlier, and then you've got an extra day between the semi and the final.
Do you think Thomas Tuchel knows his 11 right now?
No.
You don't?
No.
Why do you say that? Are you getting whispers?
I think he leaves it quite late anyway. Doesn't inform the players until 3 or 4 hours before kick-off. Declan Rice returned to training yesterday, but obviously going to keep monitoring him.
Yeah.
They're going to make a late call, I think, on Reece James, whether he's fit enough to start.
He has to start him.
And I think he's probably still looking at the wide areas and deciding between Saka and Madueke.
That's definitely a positive, though. That I don't think we've seen a full performance so far this World Cup, and yet we're sitting there talking about England being in a World Cup semi-final. Usually when you play at this level, you hit a speed bump along the way, and sometimes that's it, you're done. But England have not played well as a team yet, all tournament, and still they find themselves in the Final Four. So eventually you'd expect it to click.
But it's similar for Argentina in the knockout rounds, isn't it? Cape Verde, they were very fortunate.
Yeah.
Egypt even more so. So you've got two teams here who've sort of limped over the line into a semi-final.
That game, of course, tomorrow, Argentina-England. How are you feeling ahead of that? You confident, Cookie? Do you change your mind like I do every 5 minutes?
A little bit, but you know a fact. So they've not beaten us in 90 minutes since 1986, Argentina.
Okay. I mean, we haven't played them too many times.
No, we haven't played them too many times, but obviously...
Is it two more after that?
98 and 2002, and then we won the friendly, didn't we, as well?
Yeah, I don't count the friendly.
Oh, we won?
Do you count the friendly? I mean,
yeah, I think you have to.
Well, because if we lost it, you wouldn't count it at all.
I think you have to.
I can't wait for that game. Just a quick word about this afternoon's game. I mean, we've got the four... I think it's the 4 top seeds, right?
Yeah.
We've got left in the competition. What sort of game do you think we can expect this afternoon between two of the biggest hitters on the planet?
I've called it the irresistible force against the immovable object.
Have you called it that?
I have.
Where have you called it? I've never...
Where's you read that?
In a betting blog that I wrote earlier today.
Oh, right.
But
where'd you get that from? You stole it from someone?
It was how, I think it was Martin Tyler described Manchester United and Arsenal in that 1999 FA Cup semi-final. So I've nicked it off him.
Okay.
But it works, because Spain obviously so stubborn defensively, only 1 goal conceded, and France just so formidable going forward. So it's a contrast of styles, but I think that makes it really intriguing.
I know, if it goes to a shootout, France win. I don't think Spain, and listen, I like Oyarzabal, I think he's done well this tournament, but if it goes to a shootout, I don't see Spain outscoring France. Absolutely not. So Spain are going to have to keep it tight, maybe 1 or 2 goals in it potentially, but if, say, France take a 2-0 lead, they ain't losing that. No way, they'll go on and score more.
Okay, who do you fancy?
France.
Both fancy France, okay.
Who do you fancy?
Yeah, I think France. Well, no, actually, I've got a sneaky feeling that Spain will win.
Okay. So is that you saying that Spain will win?
Yeah, that is me saying that.
I don't want him to come in tomorrow and go, see, I told you when you didn't.
I will be saying I told you because I got it right.
So you're saying Spain, yeah?
Yeah, I view it as the immovable force against the... What did you say? We're building up to that one. We've got our show just under 3 hours in length, and then of course we hand over to live commentary of the first semi-final, France taking on Spain. You'll hear it all live right here on talkSPORT. Some big name guests coming up on today's show. Make sure you stay with us. You are listening and watching World Cup Game Day live from New York. We'll see you after this.
Newcastle's summer exodus is set to reach a crisis point. Sean, you'll have heard this news. Sandro Tonali, Anthony Gordon, of course, already out the door. Club captain and fan favourite Bruno Guimaraes has reportedly informed the hierarchy that he wants to join champions Arsenal, with another star player forcing his way out. Darren Bent raised serious concerns about what this loss could mean for Eddie Howe next season.
Yeah, I do feel for Eddie Howe. I really do, because again, if Bruno leaves tonight, he's obviously gone to Tottenham as well. Isaac, they just haven't been able to kind of recruit the players certainly the quality that they've lost. And you look at what they've bought some of these players for. Isaac, was it 60 million? They're selling for 120. Like tonight, they bought him for a fee. They're selling for more. So clearly, he's improving these players. But at some point, I think if Newcastle do want to go to the next level, they've got. I know it's hard with the PSR and the financial fair play, but if they do want to go to the next level and then stay there, they've got to find a way of holding on to some of these players.
Oh, look at Darren and his floral number. Watching on the smart TV, I like that. Sure. Do you have sympathy for Eddie Howe in this situation? The latest is that Bruno has agreed personal terms with Arsenal, but Newcastle's stance is that he remains not for sale.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's really tough, and the challenge that you have is not just if one of your big players goes at any football club, at any level really. People understand there's a time and a place. When two go, that can make other players a bit itchy and a bit nervy. But then if three go, all of a sudden they go, hang on a minute, who are we bringing in? And I think they're right on that cusp. I don't know their situation at PSR, but I've been through that, obviously, in my time at Everton, so I know how dangerous that can be. But I think losing the players of that quality, I think that's really tough on Eddie, and I think he's done a great job there. So hopefully, I mean, look, you never know on the other side of that. Good people in their recruitment there. They've shown that over the years, so they might have people lined up, don't forget. So these things can twist very quickly when you get a freshness in the camp and a newness and some quality, and all of a sudden it can feel different.
Ready to get that winning feeling with talkSPORT Win. This summer, talkSPORT is bringing you live and official coverage of every game of the FIFA World Cup 2026. And to celebrate, we're giving away £26,000 guaranteed. Go to win.talksport.com to enter now, and you could win 26 grand in your hand, tax-free. Enter now, and you could be the next to get that winning feeling, courtesy of talkSPORT Win. Find out how to enter now at win.talksport.com.
That's how you start a show. You're listening to World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent, Alex Crook, Dallas the Hat. Brought to you by Burger King, Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the Beak app. I can only apologise about my voice this morning. So this is not, by the way, it's not through booze. We actually all had an early night last night. But I woke up about 5 o'clock this morning. My voice had gone.
Did you sleep with the aircon on?
No, I turned it. I was so loud in the room, that aircon. I turned it off. But I woke up this morning. I was like, and it's slowly coming back, so I apologise. You've woken up, you've got a headache. You're not feeling well. Are you all right? You look a bit run down.
I think I've been Miami'd.
Have you been Miami'd out? Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you've been away from, what, beginning of June?
I think it's about 5 weeks now, yeah.
Amazing.
I've become institutionalised.
Yeah. Are we going to see you back in London?
Maybe.
Maybe. We are currently here at Buddy's Bar in New York. If you're in and around the area, come down, come say hello. We're here to, I was going to say 7 o'clock, what is it? 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. New York time. Still to come, we'll be joined by a man who lifted the World Cup with France in 1998, Frank Leboeuf, on today's show. Just quickly, Florian Balogun, this is interesting, has admitted that FIFA's decision to suspend his one-game ban after a phone call from Donald Trump did impact the team after their 4-1 defeat to Belgium. Does that surprise?
Yeah, I don't understand in what respect it would.
Well, I would imagine Pochettino was setting up his team knowing that he wasn't part of it.
Yeah, but I mean that's all just. I mean, because you've been.
Sounds like he's making excuses.
Yeah, I'm the same as you. 100%.
Oh, really?
100%.
All right, fine. Right, back to football in just a moment. Let's get an update from the first ODI between England and India, Edgbaston. Watching for talkSPORT, as ever, is the wonderful John Norman.
Thank you very much, Andy. Yeah, welcome to Birmingham, where it's resplendent. Another packed crowd here. The majority of which was certainly vocal earlier today. The India fans who've travelled in their thousands as England lost 5 wickets for just 19 runs. At one stage, 107 for 6. I thought I'd be heading back to London by now. Not so. A partnership for the 7th wicket of 121 between Liam Dawson and Joe Root gave England a total that they could defend, and certainly 2 early wickets with India 48 for 2, and Virat Kohli was trapped LBW by Archer, dragging England back into this contest. It's at nip and tuck at the moment. The ball is beating the bat but also being crashed to the boundary. Really good occasion here at Edgbaston, where India require 183 runs to win. They are 76 for 2 in the 15th over.
Good work as always. Thank you, John Norman. Right, back to the world of football. In fact, we'll move away from the World Cup ever so briefly, round up some of the transfer stories with our chief football correspondent, Alex Cook, alongside. Let's start with Brighton. They've signed Croatian defender Luka Vaskovic from Spurs, a club record fee of £46 million. It sounds like good business for both, really, right?
Yeah, although a lot of Tottenham fans are a bit disappointed that he's not going to have a future at the club. Did really well out on loan in the Bundesliga last season, was in the Croatia team that played England in Dallas, only 19 years of age, but I think regarded as a real up-and-coming talent. It's a lot of money to pay, but they got 52 million from Spurs for Jan-Paul van Hekke. So, as you say, this might just be a deal that suits both parties.
Do you think it's part of that deal, sort of a little bit further down the line?
Yeah, potentially. But what you would say is that he's, certainly for Vuskovic, it's that he's going to a good club. And you look at the amount of times you go to Brighton, you end up, you don't ever, it's very rare. I know there's going to be a couple and dods out there, but on the whole, when you get to Brighton, you always leave there becoming a better player. So he's going to the right club.
I'm just looking at the price. £46 million for someone that we haven't heard too much about. We questioned the price tag on Elliot Anderson, over 115 million. Is that the going rate now for a player that doesn't play too much Premier League football?
You're paying for potential.
Wow.
But, I mean, some of the fees that we're talking about are astronomical. I mean, we're going to talk about Alejandro Garnacho in a minute, and the fact Chelsea think they're going to get 50 million euros for him.
I mean, I don't know where to go now, because that's exactly where we're going next. Tell me about Garnacho, because Chelsea think they're going to get 50 million euros for him, don't they, Cookie?
I mean, good luck with that, because it's
terrible.
It's been a disastrous move.
Well, what's worse, his attitude, do you think, off the pitch, from what you hear, or his football ability?
I think he's got ability. I don't think he's as good as he thinks he is.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think he thought he was going to be the second coming of CR7. He needs to work on his end product in terms of assists and certainly his finishing, but yeah, attitude and application. I mean, he stunk the place out after that Europa League final in Bilbao. Literally,
it's such a shame.
Ruben Amorim told him in the dressing room, "Get out of the club."
Yeah.
When he broke into the Man United team, it was him, it was Cobby, it was Rasmus Højlund.
Yeah, and that little celebration on the
sitting on that, and I was quite excited about that prospect of those 3 players.
No, I've never been big on him. I think me and you used to have debates about Garnacho, and I've never been sold on him. Yes,
he's got talent, D.
No, listen. Of course, you don't come through at Manchester United or play for Manchester United if you don't. And obviously, everyone speaks about that goal against Everton, which was incredible.
Yeah.
But you're right, never kicked on. But I always find it quite fascinating. His obsession with CR7 being Argentinian. So I always thought, I wonder how Messi's portraying that, because everything was CR7. Even in interviews, like, who's the greatest player of all time? Yes, CR7. I always just think, and that's probably why we ain't seen him in the Argentina squad for a long time.
Maybe. Right. Is that your stomach rumbling? Right, let's move on to Atletico Madrid and Argentinian striker Julian Alvarez. Arsenal linked to him again. This one won't go away, will it?
No, this is one I wrote about several months ago now for one to track, because Andrea Berta, the sporting director there, was instrumental in taking Alvarez from City to Atletico Madrid. I feel like Mikel Arteta wants to bolster that top end of the pitch, and I feel like Alvarez probably will want to come back to the Premier League. It's going to take a lot of money, but yeah, I think this one's got legs.
Do you know, I hope so. And do you know, if it's 100 million, I'll pay it. Well, obviously I won't pay it. But
would you take him or Morgan Rogers? 100 million for Alvarez or 100 million for Rogers?
Alvarez. And the reason why I say that, I love Morgan Rogers. I think he's top. But I feel like Arsenal have got that type of player because we've still got Odegaard, Eze's still there. You had another one.
The one thing you lacked last season was a striker that gave you 20 Premier League goals.
Yeah, I mean, we had the Gyökeres who got 20 in all competitions, and to be fair, it helped us win the league. But
there's always with Gyökeres, like when he came on in the Champions League final,
bouncing off him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference, right?
Yeah, there is a big difference, but having him, I think he'll be better this season because obviously now he understands the Premier League, playing for Arsenal, what it takes to play for that football club. But if you can get Alvarez as well, I mean, now you've got options there.
They've freed up a space as well with Trossard undergoing a medical at Besiktas, 17 million for him.
Yeah, you still need someone on the left though, right?
Yeah, but Alvarez can play there. Or he can play centre forward.
Yeah, I suppose so. Okay, I'm really pleased for you. Inter Milan have made a fresh approach for Curtis Jones. Liverpool value the midfielder around about £35 million.
Yeah, I think the second offer is well short of that, and unless the asking price is hit, Liverpool won't sell. I don't think they can afford to let him go at the moment. You look at that squad and all the money that was lavished on it last summer. Looks a bit threadbare, doesn't it? If you start letting people like Curtis Jones go, because he can play multiple positions.
Do you know what? I like that move from him, though, because how many times now, and you know, Crookie and you, Andy, have we seen like fringe players at top clubs leave, go to stand on their own 2 feet somewhere in the Premier League and it not work? McAtee at Forest hasn't worked. Harvey Elliott went to Villa, that didn't work. Oscar Bobb's gone to Fulham. It's been a bit patchy. So if I'm Curtis Jones, I'm looking at that scenario again. Do you know what? And how many times also have you seen these English players go abroad, turn themselves into superstars?
Yeah.
Jadon Sancho, a prime example.
Yeah.
I think you have to think broader. It's not Premier League. It's not the end of the. It's not Premier League.
No, of course not.
Go somewhere else, make yourself a superstar, and then come
And that's
back.
a good club he's going to as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to make the move, but as I say, I think Liverpool will resist until the price at least is hit. But yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes a complete change of scenery is good. Jadon Sancho, superstar.
No, but he turned himself into one.
He was when he was there. I think Jude Bellingham's probably the answer to that question.
Yeah. But do you know what I mean by Jadon?
Yeah, he was when he went there, right? When he went to Germany, it was only when he came back to United he was terrible.
I never saw it with Sancho. I didn't understand.
He was smashing
He was unbelievable at Dortmund.
Don't think it makes you a superstar.
Haaland, he was in the Bundesliga, he's a superstar.
Well, he is a superstar,
yeah. Now. But
finish, you two. Finish.
Sorry, minor bicker.
Honestly. Any more you want to get through?
Well, Yuri Tillemans passed his medical at Manchester United.
Oh, wow.
I'm more excited about
agreed.
I'm more excited about
How old is he?
How much?
28.
How much?
5-year deal.
Okay, I'm more excited about that now. I was looking it up last night, watching YouTube clips. You showed me a load.
Yeah,
reading in about it.
He's a proven Premier League player.
When you think that United have paid, 35 for him?
Yeah.
Santos was 50, 85, and Spurs paid the same amount for Fernandes, who's been relegated twice.
Yeah. Tonali's the one you should have got, man. I mean, listen, I don't want to see you get him, but that's the one I just think. I know you don't want to pay 100 million. I wouldn't have paid it either. But surely Tonali, in terms of ambition of a football club, would go. And this is no disrespect for Spurs, but Man United are in a completely different stratosphere to Spurs in terms of size of club. Surely he's like, do you know what? Let's just get something done with United. That would be. I thought that would have been the move.
I think his wages 270 grand a week at Spurs. I don't think United want to pay that type of money for players anymore.
No, we've had our fingers burnt before.
No, but I'd still maybe come down a bit then. Okay, 200 to go to United.
It does make me laugh when I hear pundits saying he's only gone for the money. Well, of course he has. I mean, that's what makes the world go round, right? Why would you not go somewhere for the money?
Well, he wanted to go to Italy, ideally, but he was never going to get that kind of money back in Italy.
No, good luck to him. Still to come, we'll be joined by MLS legend Bradley Wright Phillips and 1998 World Cup winner Frank Leboeuf will be on our show. First, it's time for a bit of no Googling. Spain are in their first World Cup semi-final since 2010 when they beat Germany 1-0 in South Africa. We want to know who scored the winner that day.
Oh, that's easy.
We did that the other day.
Well, okay, don't look. The answer to that and more. What are you confused for?
No, I'm not.
We haven't had that the other day.
No, we ain't. You're right. We didn't have it.
Yeah, fine. Stop biting him. I'm trying to do a show. The answer to that and loads more coming up with these two plunkers right after this. See you in a second.
Okay, you want to talk about Messi? Genuine question. Does Messi get in our team?
What do you mean?
Would you swap Bellingham for Messi?
Well, but he's not playing there.
Okay, would you swap Kane for Messi?
He's not playing there.
Okay,
he's a right winger.
Okay, He might get in that position. You wouldn't swap. You wouldn't swap Bellingham, would you? You wouldn't swap Bellingham for me. If I offered you the option now, Messi in, Bellingham out.
Okay, yeah, but you'd move him around, wouldn't you?
No, but if you just give you that a trade, you give them Bellingham, we get Messi. Would you do it? Nah. Would you? You unpatriotic swine.
I didn't say yes. I did say no. But you're asking.
Would you swap Kane for Messi? If that was on offer now, for this game,
a one-off game.
This game,
a one-off game.
This game on Wednesday night in Atlanta. I'll give you the opportunity to sub off Harry Kane from our starting lineup and bring in Lionel Messi. Do you do that? Absolutely not.
I think. Come on, mate.
Today,
come on.
Harry Kane is a better footballer than Messi today. I'm not saying legacy. Lionel Messi is the greatest.
Lionel Messi is the leading goal scorer.
Lionel Messi is the greatest footballer to have ever lived. No doubt.
He is the leading goal scorer in this World Cup.
In his peak, no doubt.
I know, but
Kane is better than him today, isn't he?
I don't think you can say that.
There is a wane to Lionel.
I don't think
Messi. Lionel Messi. 08. If we're having this conversation, we're having this conversation. 09. When he destroyed Man United in Rome.
Play in this World Cup?
Yeah, I thought he was exceptional. I thought he was exceptional.
Did you watch Harry Kane against Norway? He didn't have his greatest game, did he?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Dead on his feet.
Come on. Look at his goals against Congo.
I know, but look at Messi's goals in the tournament.
Okay, I'll give you the option now.
All right,
cards on the table?
All right, go on.
Would you rather have Harry Kane in your starting lineup on Wednesday night or Lionel Messi?
I'm not answering that question because it's
Would you rather?
I'm not answering that question.
Okay, would you rather have Jude Bellingham or Lionel Messi? I can't believe it.
I just don't like. I can't answer that question.
It's one of the most infamous moments in World Cup history. Zidane's headbutt on Marco Materazzi in the 2006 final sent shockwaves through the footballing world. It wasn't a particularly ill-tempered final. Argentinian ref Horacio Elizondo had only shown 3 yellow cards until this point in extra time. Zidane and Materazzi had been the main protagonists of the match so far. Materazzi committed the foul for the penalty, which Zidane scored after 7 minutes. Then 12 minutes later, Materazzi equalised from a corner. Materazzi said in the 2020 interview he was asked at half-time to man-mark Zidane. So they'd been literally rubbing each other up the wrong way for more than an hour before the tension boiled over in extra time. Some reports suggested Materazzi had insulted Zidane's mother, but he successfully refuted that in a libel case 2 years later. According to the Italian, Zidane started it with a little insult, saying, "I'll give you my shirt later." Then he responded by saying, "I'd rather have your sister than your shirt." And Zidane switched. In 2022, he said, "I'm not at all proud of what I did, but it's part of my past." But would he apologise? To his teammates and fans, yes. But to Materazzi? I'd rather die.
Non, je ne regrette rien.
This is Timberlake featuring Buddy Holly.
Wrong.
Timberlake featuring Buddy Holly. I do know that I can't do it because my voice is a bit, but I do know it starts with really high pitch, like that, doesn't it?
Pharrell Williams. Front.
I'm guessing it's NERD, right? Yeah?
Yeah, Jack told you.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't, mate.
Joe told me.
Sorry, what does that stand for?
When someone says, have you got RD? You go, I ain't got any RD. You are listening to World Cup Game Day on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent, Alex Cook, Dallas and Hat. We're live from Buddy's Bar. Now, before the break, I asked a question. And the question was, Spain are in the first World Cup semi-final since 2020. They beat Germany 1-0 in South Africa. Who scored? We went into the break with Cookie on. It's a bit easy. You had two guesses. You got
no, but I was
wrong.
thinking of the final itself.
Oh, right.
Not the semi.
OK, the answer is?
Puel.
Yes, with a header. In what minute? Go on, have a guess, both of you. 1 minute.
Well, I guess Puel right.
OK, yeah, I know you did.
80th.
What did you say?
35th.
73rd. RD. Never let me down. Good work. Any RD over there. Right, still.
Nobody ever really dies.
Well, they do. I mean, right, still to come. We'll be joined by MLS legend Bradley Wright-Phillips and the 1998 World Cup winner Frank Leboeuf. But now, let's round up all the very latest World Cup action on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
Daily Tournament Roundup on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Yes, we have had, 2 days now with no football, but it's back tonight with an absolute cracker to kick off the semi-finals, the runners-up. 4 years ago, France, they take on the 2010 winners, Spain. It's live right here on talkSPORT. For France, it's 6 wins from 6, helped by 8 goals and 3 assists from Kylian Mbappe. Are they head and shoulders above everyone else when you look at the last 4 teams remaining, Cookie?
In my opinion, yep. I thought they were before we came into the tournament, and yeah, they had that little wobble against Paraguay, didn't they? But never thought they were going to go out, and they've just got so much quality going forward. You mentioned Mbappe, 8 goals. It's probably not even been their best player. Elise's probably been their best player.
That's the thing. I think going into the tournament, you looked at all that squad depth that they've got.
Yeah.
And it's can Deschamps keep them all happy? How's he going to keep them all on side? And they seem to absolutely love playing from them, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like every celebration, of course, we know about the tragic circumstance with his mother passing away, but it almost feels like that's galvanised them all, because when they scored a goal, they're all going over to him, they're hugging him. He sits there, and I think sometimes some of the best coaches out there do very little, because tactically they'll do it, but he just sits there, 1 or 2 little things here and there. But to be able to keep Elise in the team, Dembele, Mbappe, Doué, Barcola, Shirky gets a little sniff here and there. It's just, I can't see. I think they're going to have a very, very off day for someone to beat them.
I agree. And it's going to be perfect way for Deschamps to bow out, isn't it? We think he's going to leave at the end of the tournament. Maybe Zidane comes in. If they do get to the final, only the 3rd team ever to get to 3 successive World Cup finals.
I know one of the teams, Brazil.
And West Germany the other.
94, 98, 2002.
Okay. And West Germany the other.
A lot of stats today, isn't it?
Well, no, we've got one. Who's the other one?
What? 1 of 3 teams to get to the final? Did you mention Brazil?
3 successive finals,
I
yeah.
said that.
Mention Brazil.
I said Brazil, yeah.
Okay. Who's the other one you mentioned?
West Germany.
And you want me to come up with
This would be France, wouldn't it? That's it. Only 2 teams have ever done it. He's thrown you under a bus there.
Who won the first World Cup?
The very first one?
Yeah.
Uruguay.
Yeah, well done. What year?
1930.
Okay, calm down.
TP, honestly.
Right, let me ask you this question then.
No, this is St. Master,
No,
man.
no. On the back of the if it was, you'd only get one, right? On the back of this French team, right?
Yeah.
Best World Cup team of all time has to be Brazil 70, right?
So I don't necessarily agree with that, but I understand why you'd say that.
Go on, you're going to put in the Brazil team.
I'm going 2002.
Okay, Cookie. There's a reason I'm asking.
It's probably recency bias, isn't it, if you go 2002? But that 1970 team was something special.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even 82, and they didn't win it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but that wouldn't be the best.
No, but...
That wouldn't be the best.
Yeah.
The reason I'm asking, where does this current French side rank amongst... Could we be looking at the greatest ever World Cup winners?
I think we could, and the reason I say that is because you go back 4 years, it's many of the same players. They were the best team in Qatar. They didn't win the World Cup, but they were the best team at the World Cup. So they've been the best team for 2 successive World Cups now.
Yeah, no, I agree. It could be. I mean, if they go and do this one though again and win this, and we expect them to, then it has to be in a serious conversation, because they just dominate in all areas.
Producer Joe has got at 5 o'clock for you an unbelievable question. He keeps saying, "Don't mention it, don't mention it." I'm not going to mention it in 20 minutes.
Me or Crookie?
For Benty, for you. It's going to do your head in. It might be the best question Joe's ever.
And you know, I bet I know what it is.
Well, don't say it. Just wait.
Is it about 2 players?
No. Just wait.
Yeah,
all right? Just wait.
I know exactly.
Just wait. Shut up.
I'm not going to say anything, but I know how his brain works.
We'll move on. Okay. That's in 20 minutes' time. Great question. Right, let's talk about Spain. Conceded their first goal of the tournament. That 2-1 win over Belgium. Mikel Moreno has scored late winners in their last 2 knockout games. Meanwhile, Lamine Yamal has scored just once. Crookie, Spain's style of play, could it actually be perfect when it comes to trying to find a way to stop the French?
Maybe, because I think they're certainly going to set out to frustrate. But we were talking about this off-air. They've not really played anybody yet. Their best performance was probably against Austria. Obviously, they beat a Portugal side, in your words, with a statue at the top end of the pitch in Ronaldo. A little bit harsh, but I see where he's coming from.
Statue? You said I didn't hear that.
And then they played Belgium. It's not a great Belgium side. The goalkeeper's thrown one in. So I still don't think we really know where Spain are. Another stat for you, by the way. You mentioned Lamine Yamal. Never lost a competitive game for Spain. Yamal.
Okay. I mean, he's only about 14, so he played that many. Has he impressed you?
He's not fully fit to me.
Okay, fine. I haven't seen that, but have you seen that?
No, but I've seen enough of him leading up into this tournament before he got injured.
I know that.
You know
I know that. But yesterday, I think I asked the question: do we judge players on this stage? And if they don't rock up at this tournament, is it a bit like, or maybe it's too much for them?
No, do you know what? I think in his
Mbappe, he was his age. He scored.
Yeah, but he's coming to the tournaments fresh. Yamal's been out since April, I think it was. So I definitely think we know how good he is. We saw him in the Euros where he was, oh my god.
Yeah, true.
But we know how good he is. But he just, again, like so many players in this tournament have turned up here injured. Now, Nico Williams was unbelievable in the Euros for Spain.
He's been a big loss. I mean, again, we're talking about getting Reece James on the pitch for England, because if you're in the semi-final, you want your best players. Is this the time now to unleash Nico Williams, say, do you know what, it's a semi-final against France. Go for it.
Quick word about Moreno. Bent, you're an Arsenal fan. Do Arsenal fans appreciate him as much as perhaps they should?
Yeah, we love him. Even when he was out, he was a big miss. Important guy, Spain. You've seen it there with Spain. That's finishes. I mean, I remember him coming up with a big goal against Newcastle at St James's Park. And
he's a squad player, right? He's a squad player.
He is, right, but also he was proven like as a good centre forward as well. There were times where Arteta was picking him ahead of Gyökeres, and you can, but it makes kind of sense. But yeah, he's fantastic to have him in the squad. When we bought him, I was a bit like, okay, but yeah, he's worth his weight in gold.
Okay. I asked Crookie the question. I'll ask you, what type of game do you see this afternoon? Because it is, I know you phrase it as the immovable force against the
irresistible force against the immovable object.
Yeah. But when you look at France going forward, their attack line is incredible. But up until their last game, Spain hadn't conceded. So, I mean, it has the makings of a real tight game, right?
It does, but I think France will score early. And I think if France do score early, then there's big problems for Spain, because then what do you do then? Yeah, you can kind of camp in there and try and hit them on the counter-attack. I think one thing that, even though Spain, as good as they are, and they are our top side, one thing they lack is pace. They haven't got that real blistering pace where you look at France, Dembele, Mbappe, these guys, they're off. Barcola, if he plays as well.
Who does going 1-0 down, who does that suit the most? Who's got more chance of coming back if they concede early?
France. If France concede early, they come back from that.
Okay, but if France score early, you think Spain are in trouble?
It's good night.
I think it'll be a draw at half-time, and then France will gradually grind them down in the second half.
Okay, more goals from back. Are we going to get a Golden Boot winner with double figures, do you think?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think Mbappe, because he's an 8, Mbappe.
Yeah.
Is he your favourite? I think it was evens yesterday.
Yeah, he's my favourite, yeah.
Yeah, yours as well?
Because also, if he finishes level on goals, it goes down to assists, doesn't it?
Yes.
And he's got plenty of them already.
I do think it is bizarre. It's the first time ever we've seen it in a World Cup where 2 players from one country have got 6 goals with Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham. That's quite incredible, isn't it?
It is incredible.
You've got the extra game, though. You've got to take that into account.
Yes, OK. That was a roundup of all the very latest World Cup action on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. They're here for it.
Daily Tournament Roundup on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
You probably noticed that Benty is wearing the new Yankees top, but it's very kindly bought by the owner here at Buddy's Bar. It looks cool on you. Crookie, I've noticed a lot of the team are starting to gradually buy their own ones. Well, Ryan Bryan's got one on today.
Yeah, he's got a Mets one on it.
Mets one.
It's almost matching.
Have you got one?
No, I'm waiting for my freebie. Did you say
won't get one?
The bar owner got it, yeah?
He only gets talent.
It's brutal. I did get given a free T-shirt by a local pub over near the apartment. Does that count?
Okay. Why was that? What were the circumstances surrounding that?
I think they're just grateful for how much we put behind the bar, to be honest.
Oh, right, OK. So
why are you not wearing it?
Well, I'm not in their bar, am I? But disrespectful to Buddies to wear a T-shirt from another bar.
Did they not just give it to you after your shift there? You do that?
I might need that to pay my expenses, Bill.
Right, we're going to have a quick break. We've got you for one more section.
You have?
Can you come up with a few more facts for us? People that
I'll
love
try.
it, apparently. Okay. More from the three of us right after this. We'll build up to live commentary on talkSPORT, the first semi-final. See Spain take on France. This is World Cup Game Day live from New York City.
That 30-year feud reignited between Roy Keane and Alfie Haaland. So Haaland's dad was obviously at the game, obviously unhappy with how things played out between Norway and England, whether it's his son being penalised for pushing Elliot Anderson in the box and that goal being ruled out, whether it's the ball hitting the spider cam for England's first. So he's really frustrated, and he takes to X to sarcastically congratulate Bellingham and the referee, claimed Norway were robbed by the French referee Clement Turpin. In response, on his podcast, Roy Keane decides to stick the knife in even further by saying that alcohol could have impacted Alfie Haaland's judgment on proceedings because, quote, he always seems to be drinking alcohol at the matches. He added, if you're having a drink, then you're seeing the game differently. No love lost between them. A quick reminder, back in 1997, Roy Keane tore his ACL trying to tackle Haaland when he was playing for City. 4 years later, the two clashed again when Keane issued a premeditated sort of knee-high tackle on Haaland. So, yeah, absolute handbag still 30 years later, Gabs.
Yeah, Roy's a bitter guy, though. Like I said before, had him at Villa. But at least Haaland hasn't walked out of his country at World Cup.
Oh.
Drop the mic.
Oh.
Where's my water?
Wow. We'll make sure it's not alcohol.
Whatever.
See things a bit differently.
Glass houses.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if grown men need to be behaving like that when they get an opportunity.
Yeah, but I feel like he's going to be like that. Haaland's dad, he's devastated. His son's not scored or whatever. And his country's going home. There's no harm in that.
And we hear that Haaland wasn't at full fitness either. Tony.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off. Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
Everybody's free.
And it's free.
Free.
Steve Free.
Yeah, you like that? Good. Well, that's not me. That's Jack. Right, where are we at now? The fellow who's doing the betting's getting his own jingle. You all right? Do you swear? Did you swear?
No, I'm sure they heard me.
All right, fine. Okay, you listen to World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. Dump. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car, whatever it is, they're here for it. We're coming live from Buddy's Bar in New York. It's really loud here. Hello, Buddies Bar in New York. Oh, that was terrible. Should we do it again? Hello, Buddies Bar in New York. Yeah. It's better, second time. Still to come, we'll be joined by MLS legend Bradley White Phillips. 1998 World Cup winner Frank Leboeuf will be with us as well. Just quickly, England will make a late decision on whether Declan Rice is fit to start the World Cup semi against Argentina. That's not a fitness as in body, that's a fitness as in mind, right? As in, has he got a cold, has he got a flu, has he got something?
Yeah, but he trained yesterday, and I reported this morning that he feels that he's going to be fit to start.
How do you know that? You know people. That's why you're Alex Cook, right? Good, okay.
I think he plays on the South Coast.
Huh?
Yeah, he plays on the South Coast.
Right, let's take a look at the latest odds with Bet365, excuse me.
On the ball, on talkSPORT with Bet365. This summer, Bet365 are bringing you more offers than ever before. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Steve Freeth, with his own theme tune, joins us now from Bet365. Steve, good morning to you.
Oh, Andy, can I give you a confession?
No.
Whenever that song comes on the radio on Absolute 90s, I do sing along to that with the kids in the car. That's quite embarrassing.
I think you mean TalkSport, because that's the only station you listen to, surely.
It is, but not on the school run, because you're not on it generally.
Virgin Radio.
I'll wait till the
Virgin
afternoon.
Radio, you probably hear that on.
Yeah,
Virgin
yeah,
Radio.
something like
If you want to
that,
come back next week, Virgin Radio. Right,
Okay.
listen, we've got lots to talk to you about. Let's talk about the semi-finals get underway tonight. What are the latest outright odds to win the World Cup, Steve?
Yeah, France are the favourites, Andy, and pretty firm favourites at that, at 11-8. They didn't start the tournaments as favourites. They were 5-1 shots, but they are 11-8 favourites. Spain actually were the favourites. They were 9-2, but now they're 130. The same price as England, who drifted out to 16-1 in the outright against DR Congo when things weren't going well. And Argentina are the outsiders at 9-2. They were 20-1 against Egypt when 2-0 down.
Against Spain, France, absolute blockbuster game tonight live on talkSPORT. Are we expecting goals?
We are, yeah. Listen, I mean, France are strong favourites, Darren. I know you fancy them. They're 13-10 to win in 90 minutes, and I think the neutrals amongst us would certainly take a 5-4 scoreline. You know, the last time that these two teams met, so it's 50-1 for 8 goals or more. Spain are drifting slightly at 11-5, but of all the superstars, they've all turned up bar one, I think. I don't think Lamine Yamal has yet hit his straps, obviously because he's been carrying an injury. He scored 2 against France the last time, and he's 20-1 to score 2 or more.
Let's move on to England. Favourites to beat Argentina tomorrow, question mark?
Yes, they are. Quite a close betting it, Andy. 17-10, England, 2-1, Argentina. England are 8-1 to win on penalties. I think this will be some atmosphere to be at, and England are odds on 8-11 to reach their first final since 1966. It's going to be some game.
Bellingham as well has had a fantastic tournament. The odds on him getting the Golden Ball and even the Ballon d'Or potentially.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Bent, he's shortened quite a bit for both, 40-1 into 4-1 for the Golden Ball. He's won 4 Player of the Match awards, which is quite incredible, really. I know some of it is turning into a bit of a personality contest, but I don't think he's got nothing to fear from that Argentina team. But can you remember the last Englishman to win the Ballon d'Or, by the way, guys?
Michael Owen.
Michael Owen. Was that Boss Hogg in the background shouting up then? Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, he is. He's well done, Crookie. He's 100-1 into Rascal Pico Trey. He's 100-1 into 8-1 to win the Ballon d'Or. I think there's a lot of recency bias into that personally, with Real Madrid not doing anything last season. But Mbappe's the favourite for the Ballon d'Or, which I'm also amazed at 15-8. Harry Kane is 9-4. Messi is 6. Elise is 6.
Steve, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on and continue to enjoy listening to Virgin Radio for the music.
Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, of course.
Thanks, Steve. We'll speak to you in a bit. There goes Steve Freeth from Bet365. Those were all the latest odds. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
On the ball, on talkSPORT with Bet365. Download the Bet365 app and check out more offers than ever before this summer. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
This is our last section with Alex Crook. Before, I'm guessing you're going to be on tomorrow's show, right?
I thought so. Yeah. Thumbs up from producer Joe.
Before the game. What do you make of Bentley's attire? He's just showing me his new... What are they called? They're not Crocs. What are they, D?
Mind 001.
Nikes. What do you make of them, Quickie?
Reminds me of when we were on that pedalo in Germany. Suitable attire for that, I think.
Nice, haven't they?
They're all right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I could pull them off.
Would you? No, I'm sure you couldn't. Yeah. Are you running out of clothes?
I've done a lot of washing.
Sorry, that sounds so rude.
I've done a lot of washing.
I'm looking. Are you running out of clothes? I had to buy some new pants yesterday. Run out of underwear.
Yeah, I keep losing socks. You know where we've been going between different locations?
Yeah.
I always leave something.
I bet you do. Right, before I let you go, just a very quick chat about England, right? I'm curious. We were having a chat yesterday about the centre-half pairings. Who are yours for the game tomorrow?
Conser and Gay with James coming in at right back.
It is. Okay, Jed Spence on the left?
Yeah, I think so. And then, listen, I think Declan Rice is going to be fit. But there is a school of thought if he isn't.
Yeah.
Do you move Nico O'Reilly into midfield and do you just get him to do a man-marking job on Messi?
Why don't you put Kobbie Mainoo in midfield? What's happening there, Cookie? You're the man on the inside. What's going on?
Well, he's obviously frustrated. You can see that in his body language. But I think Thomas Tuchel's made it pretty clear that he's battling with Anderson and Rice, and those two.
And Reece James, it looks like as well.
Will he kick a ball? I reckon Henderson's got more chance of kicking the ball.
Well, Henderson did.
No, I mean from now on with the broken arm.
Yeah, I'm not sure Cobbie's going to get on. And
it's nuts, isn't it?
Is it just him, Ivan Toney, and Trevor Chalobah have not played a minute?
Is it just
the outfield players?
Is that it?
I believe so.
Wow. Okay. Quickie, what are you doing your afternoon? Where are you off to watch the football?
I'm probably just going to chill and watch at the apartment, actually.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, go light today, and then we can go hard tomorrow for England.
Okay, we're going to the pub tour. You not come with? We're going to a baseball thing with the cage, and you're going to hit baseball.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Why are you not doing that? Are you feeling it? Is it getting to you?
No, cricket scares me enough, let alone baseball.
What, with a ball coming at you 200 miles an hour? It's a very good point.
Don't fancy that.
Yeah, we'll have black eyes tomorrow. Can we have a round of applause for Alex Cook? So half-eyed, wasn't it? So half-eyed. Right, 2 hours to go on our show. We've got Frank LeBeuf, good word, Jack. Bradley Wright Phillips will be joining us as well. We are building up to live commentary of Spain against France. That starts when we finish. You are listening to World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT from New York.
British sensation Arthur Ferry shocked the world, becoming just the second ever wildcard to make a Wimbledon semi-final. He is with us now live in the studio. Good morning to you, Arthur.
Good morning, mate.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in.
Amazing.
How's life, mate? How's it all going?
It's been good. It's been busy, that's for sure, past few days. But yeah, it's going to be nice to have a bit of time off and just relax, process everything.
I was going to ask you straight away, like, what have you learnt from your experience at Wimbledon? Because like I spoke to you before we come on, I was watching the Dimitrov win. And honestly, mate, the tennis that you was playing is unbelievable. Everyone talking about it. Everyone that's English so proud of you. But what were your experiences and what have you learnt from your time at Wimbledon?
Yeah, it was the first time that I, caught the general public's eye, and I was playing in front of a lot of people. So, yeah, getting used to that was good. I had 2 weeks and six matches to kind of get used to it progressively. So, yeah, that was good, and going to use that experience to moving forward as well.
What was it like after every round you're getting past, and then you could hear people saying, "I'm not sure we can get past that, wild card. I'm not sure we can beat him. I'm sure we beat him." Did you hear those people saying those things? That spur you on a little bit?
Yeah, I was the outsider for most of those matches that I played. But yeah, I was just kept believing in myself. I knew that I could beat those players, and just brought that self-belief on.
Did you feel the pressure, Arthur? Because even here at talkSPORT, you know what we're like. We jump on it, right? And we jump on it hard. Did that outside noise filter through at any point?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, professional sportsmen, there's always some pressure associated to it. But no, just tried to keep the distractions out and just focus on myself.
Few people win the World Cup as a player. Very few people win the World Cup as a manager. Only 3 men in history have done both. One of them is Didier Deschamps. I mean, what a team. For our younger viewers, that's Zidane, Desailly, Leboeuf, Thuram. I could go on. And in 1998, those legends were captained by Didier Deschamps. Before that tournament, Deschamps had been winning league titles and Champions Leagues with Marseille and Juventus and had led Les Bleus since 1996. They hadn't even qualified for the World Cups in 1990 and 94, but Deschamps had spearheaded the Renaissance. It culminated in that final against Brazil. The 30-year-old playing at the base of midfield was keen to get stuck in. Fais-le savoir que tu es là, French for let him know you're there, according to Google Translate. Zidane and Petit got the glory, but Deschamps controlled the game before lifting the trophy into the Parisian night sky. After winning the Euros 2 years later, he hung up his boots and jumped into management. He had spells in club football before, in 2012, being put in charge of his nation. France scraped into the 2014 World Cup via the playoffs and were pretty pleased about it. Even a quarter-final defeat couldn't dampen the optimism. The tables, French fans believed, were starting to turn. They were runners-up to Portugal in their own Euros, but that silver medal around the manager's neck was about to change colour. In 2018, World Cup magic. France handed an almighty beatdown to Croatia, and Deschamps got his hands on this for a second time. It meant that he joined Brazil's Mario Zagallo and Germany's Franz Beckenbauer as the only men to have won the World Cup as a player and manager. France's victory even turned their president, Emmanuel Macron, into a meme. These still make me laugh, honestly. Deschamps went close to defending the title in 2022, but some guy called Lionel Messi had his own storyline to complete. Deschamps captained legends, he managed legends, and his World Cup achievements are legendary. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give this guy his flowers.
Welcome back to our number 2 World Cup game down talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, ledge that is Darren Bent alongside me. Still to come, we'll be joined by the 1998 World Cup winner, Frank Leboeuf, will be on our show. And he'll be joining us to look ahead to what could be a classic World Cup semi-final. A game you can hear live on talkSPORT.
One out in the air, here's Kylian Mbappe! Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! Never doubt the quality of Kylian Mbappe!
Is this close to best player in the world who is defined completely by the World Cup? Every tournament has been his.
Level with Lionel Messi, 8 goals for this World Cup.
We have enough quality, to adapt ourselves, and we can make individual, miracles as well with the ball.
Now it's square to Pau Gabasi. He strikes it low. Lampard's just lost it, and it's hammered in. It's Mikel Merino.
Spain, if they continue playing the way that they play, it will be always a candidate.
They have had injuries that would finish a lot of good teams, and yet they still have a level of control, and they still get it done in the end.
Dembele charging on and finding the net. minutes.
Probably even more than 98, more than the 86 team. I think this team has the highest ceiling.
Can anybody at this World Cup stop France?
Oh yeah, one of either France or Spain will be the first side to book their place in the final. Final that's right here in New York on Sunday. And joining us now to kick off to the build-up is someone who is a real proper legend around these parts. Good afternoon to New York Red Bulls all-time top goal scorer Bradley White Phillips joins us. Bradley, how are you?
Afternoon, but it's not morning. It's just up. You're right. I thought it was off. I thought it was the morning, so I was going to say you had me early.
No, it's just afternoon. It's just gone.
You're lucky. I wanted to catch you out.
Oh, for us. For us, yes.
But anyway.
Are you all right? It's good to see you.
Good, man. I've told you guys my favourite show on talkSPORT. So thank you for having me, man.
So nice. It's our pleasure. Where have you come in from? Where do you live?
I come from New Jersey today. I live in New Jersey, Whippany.
Okay.
Not far. Hour.
How far is that from Summit?
That's close. What do you know about Summit?
Because no, one of my best mates who moved to New York lives in Summit, so I was there. When was we there? Last week I was there, went to see him. Beautiful over there.
I'm probably 20 minutes from there.
Yeah, lovely over there.
Well, you should have popped in for a cup of tea.
It's kind of...
Did he?
I'm not gonna, I reached out, nothing back. Nothing.
That's a lie.
Nothing
Beneath
back.
him. Beneath.
Reached out, nothing back.
Don't tell me that.
Honestly.
I thought he was a nice guy. Did you actually reach out to him?
Out,
no, you think he ain't
Wait,
got my
one
number.
tick. Hey, one.
First 3 digits of my number.
Oh, I can't remember the code.
Yeah, you can't remember.
837.
It's a lie.
Well, it's lovely to have you here. Are you excited about the World Cup? What have you made of it? Because, of course, it's in your now country.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I love it. It's been good. Obviously done some work with ITV. I wanted to get to a few more of the pubs and really enjoy it like a fan, but I think it's been really good. The streets are crazy. I know a lot of people over here, they will never normally talk to me about football.
Okay, that's nice.
All of a sudden they're asking about Mbappe, is it the truth, who's best? You know, just getting involved is good.
Do you feel as though this country has been gripped by World Cup fever? Because when we came through the airport, in fact, we've been to 2 airports, right? JFK and, of course, the one in Miami.
Yeah.
And we weren't blown away by the amount of World Cup madness that we saw. And also on the streets, it feels a little bit quiet, even here in New York.
Yeah.
Is that fair or not?
Yeah, it's fair. I think even the build-up to the World Cup, I was talking to Lloyd Sam.
Okay,
and we're talking about, you know, in England, normally you see like flags all on the pubs, people's houses. It's not the same here. I think they were waiting for it to kick off. They also had the NBA finals, so I think once that got done, then the pandemonium started. It's never going to be the same, but yeah, it's been crazy.
Has it? Because of how, and they did do well. I know the Belgium game was probably.
Yeah, it left a stain. It left a stain.
But before that, with how well the USA were doing, was that a big part of it as well?
That was like why everyone was so engaged. I wish they went a little further so you can still have that engagement. Where I lived, they were having garden parties.
Wow.
You know, these people, they actually thought they're going to win the World Cup. You know what I mean? So they were really believing.
We think we're going to win it as well, don't we?
No, we are. England are going to win.
I said that from day one.
Yeah, me too. It's coming home. Like, you don't think so?
I mean, listen, France.
He doesn't.
He
doesn't.
France are head and shoulders.
I don't care about France.
You think we can beat France?
Yeah.
Do you know what you said something? I know we're obviously skipping it, and
that's fine.
It was a really good point you were making because everyone was going crazy about the altitude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you kept saying to people, "You've played in Mexico.
Yeah.
It's not that bad." And I remember thinking, and the performance I thought from England kind of mirrored what you said.
Yeah. I thought we just had to ride out the first 25 minutes, get to that hydration break. I'm from afar. It's easy for me as a fan.
Yeah.
I know what players we have on the pitch. You know what I mean? I know a lot of those Mexican players, played against some of them. They're great players, but England, we're good. I think we underrate ourselves.
We'll talk England in great detail. We've got you for an hour at least, right?
You have?
Yeah, is that right?
I'm joking. Yeah, cool. I'm good.
Half hour, I've been told. We'll keep you for now. But we'll talk about England a bit later on. Let's look ahead to tonight's game. Now, Kylian Mbappe already has 8 goals this summer, 20 goals in his World Cup career. But 1998 winner Emmanuel Petit told The Breakfast Show earlier that he still has something to prove tonight. Have a listen.
You know, that kind of games, you know, top games like this, you know, are for the top players. And Mbappe, you mentioned Mbappe. He has something to prove, especially against Spain. Don't forget that the first 2 seasons with Madrid was he scored so many goals, but they haven't won anything at all. And the pressure and the critics have been on the Mbappe's shoulders. So he has something to prove tonight, especially against Spain.
Bradley, I'll start with you. Surely Mbappe has already proved enough throughout the World Cup career. What do you make of that?
Yeah, the end of that sentence was a little funny. Something to prove. I think if they go out tonight, he's had an unbelievable World Cup. But I think the pressure, the player he is, he'll want that pressure, right? He'll want to be the guy that, you know, wins the game for France. But I got to be honest, man. I was one of those Mbappe kind of haters.
Was you?
Not a hater. I understood that he's a baller. I understand that he's top tier. But when I saw him for Real Madrid, it don't look like the same. When he plays for France, it's frightening.
But I think it was Troy Deeney said on yesterday's show, if he retired tomorrow, he's done enough.
Oh yeah, if he retired today, he's a World Cup legend.
Yeah.
Like he has his 1-1. He scored a hat-trick in another final.
Yeah.
What is he?
What would make Emmanuel Petit say that then?
That's a good question.
When you speak to Emmanuel, and listen, we've had him on the show many a time. I think it's also it's everything that comes with Kylian Mbappe, the kind of the entourage that he comes with. I just think. I don't think he's got anything to prove because I think the biggest of games at World Cups, World Cup finals, he's always there or thereabouts. He's not someone that shrinks when the bigger the game, he doesn't shrink. He always kind of rises to it. But I don't think he's got anything to prove. Maybe, do you know what? Maybe in terms of club football, because he's not won anything big at club level, has he?
No.
He hasn't won anything.
No.
Other than obviously League and titles.
Yeah, he's not won Champions League.
But I think that's maybe where he's talking about Real Madrid. He's got to prove obviously Champions League because that's a club that will win in Champions League before he got there.
Win the World Cup, you score a hat-trick in the final. I mean, you've proved enough, right?
That's what I think.
I think so.
I think he used the wrong word. I don't think it's something to prove. I think there'll be a bit of pressure on his shoulders to get this, this game won for France.
Yeah. We've got a question for Darren Bent, and of course, Bradley, you can answer it as well. So, R9, your hero, has scored 15 goals at World Cups. Mbappe has scored 20 and counting. You love them both so much.
Yep.
Who's a better player?
R9. For me, R9 is just... Again, like the way that we're seeing Mbappe play, it's mirrored off of what R9 done. I mean, what he could do for football. And also as well, remember, you've got to think of the injuries. If he had a fully fit
I don't think
career,
when we talk about, we can talk about what if. I think we can only talk about what happened.
I know, but my point is, come on, you talk about 2 ACLs.
No, I know that, but I don't think we.
You know what I mean?
Just disregarding it. Right?
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is, if you had a player that was sort of 19 and showed skills way beyond comparison with any other 19-year-old, and then had a career-threatening injury, I don't think we could talk about him and say what if. I think we can only judge on what we know.
Oh yeah, I'd still say R9, and you know how much I love Mbappe, but R9 for me is just.
Is Mbappe on his way to being better in your mind than R9?
Yeah, 100%. If he continues at this
no, he's
rate,
not.
Even then,
there's some players that R9 is the end game. He's the end game. Every striker we see now, like Mbappe, they're trying to be R9. There's some people you just can't be. Mbappe's with everyone else. He's just below that little level. Those guys are superheroes. R9. Messi, Maradona.
You don't think Mbappe can ever get to
I don't
that
care
level?
about numbers. I care what it looks like. When I saw R9, I'd never seen anything like it in my life.
But you don't know Pele's numbers, right? And he won 3 World Cups.
Pele not better than R9 either.
No, I'm not. But I'm not suggesting he is. But what I am saying is we know that Pele won 3 World Cups, but we don't necessarily know his stats when he was playing his football in Brazil, right?
Yeah.
But we know he won 3 World Cups. If Kylian Mbappe goes on to win another 2, we must put him on that sort of pedestal.
But I do think Brad is right in terms of sometimes we're so kind of stat heavy.
Yeah.
That, look at his numbers. Like a lot of people, the argument when you talk about Ronaldo versus Ronaldo.
Yeah.
The stat is always, he's scored 1,000 goals. Like, not in the same stratosphere, but anyone who's watched R9 will tell you he's better than Cristiano.
Yeah.
Certainly as a centre forward.
Okay, so let me ask you. So I asked you the question: can Mbappe get to that level? You said yes.
I think he can. Yeah.
And you said no.
No.
Okay. Well, you two can discuss why one is wrong. Why do you think?
Well, no, I understand where Bradley's coming from because when you watch him, it's such recency bias that people forget about R9. You talk about even before the Inter Milan or the Brazil. You talk about the Barcelona one when he was 18 years old.
Yeah.
He was doing like stuff we're seeing people do today.
Mbappe's doing that, right?
No, but R9. Sorry, Benny, he changed the game. Why we're seeing strikers like this that wouldn't do tricks, step over? It's because of R9. I think you can compare Mbappe, and I still think Thierry's better, but I think you can do that.
Thierry's better than who?
A better football player, football IQ than Mbappe.
Thierry's better than Mbappe?
Yeah, football player IQ on the eye for sure.
Don't look at Thierry, you know my thoughts on Thierry.
Sorry, you both think Thierry's better than Mbappe?
I love Thierry, of course.
Yeah.
Do you think he's better than Mbappe?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
when you talk about the whole game. But my point is, Ronaldo, he changed the nines. We're English.
Yeah.
Our nines is a hold the ball, back in, flick on. This guy comes into the game and it's all different. He's doing flick flaps, he's step overs, like dribbling around keepers. Unbelievable.
If Mbappe scored a hat-trick today...
It'll be great for him.
And then they get to Sunday and he scores another hat-trick.
Yeah. Tremendous.
He's won his 2nd World Cup and he's below the age of 25. How old is he now?
He's 20...
Ain't it 7?
26, I think he might be 26 now.
He's around mid-20s.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 World Cups. He's scored another hat-trick in the final. You don't put him anywhere near R9.
I can't put him in that conversation.
Can he do anything to get above?
No, it's on the field, it's on the pitch. What I'm looking at is, you just don't have that.
But you know, it's one of those where, like, say he goes on to win another 2 World Cups.
Yeah.
Right? And he breaks every goal-scoring record in terms of World Cup football.
Yeah.
Nobody's putting him above Messi. Are they?
Facts.
No one's putting him above... Messi above... So you're telling me... You're telling me Mbappe's got a chance of being the greatest football player ever?
Okay. Well, I don't know what he will look like with 2 more World Cups under his belt.
Like Messi, come on.
This is what I'm trying to say. And there's players that we just got to leave them out of it.
Okay.
It's disrespectful.
Is he top 5, Mbappe?
Yeah.
He's top.
Oh,
5.
ever. Or you're saying right now in the
World
world?
Cup football.
In World Cup.
Yeah,
football.
you have to put him there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so Messi's 1.
Messi's 1.
Yeah.
You're asking me to go through the.
R9's 2 then.
Yeah, but see, he's tricking us into saying, no, I'm not playing this game. They're not in the conversation.
I saw the way his brain was going.
They're not in the conversation.
I would never trick you. I would never.
Ronaldinho's in there.
Ronaldinho's not in there.
He's in my 5.
Yeah, I know he's in your 5. He's a great player, obviously.
He's unbelievable.
But he's not. He's not top 5, is he?
Yeah, he was a great player.
Was he top 5?
I'm like similar to Benty.
Yeah.
It's what I saw. Those guys, they're untouchable for me.
It's almost you're watching something that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. In this break, I'll write down my top 5 World Cup players.
All right.
And Dino won't be in it. And when I go through each one, I imagine you'll both go, yeah. You won't disagree with
I know exactly what to do.
No, you don't.
This is what he's going to say. Pele, Maradona, Messi. Who else would he put in there? Maybe Beckenbauer, maybe someone like that.
Say Beckham.
Zidane probably in there.
Oh, we'll see. So right. You said Ronaldinho's in the top 5. I say he's not. All right, I'll do that.
All right.
If you want to have your say on who you think is better, is it R9 or is it Kylian Mbappe? If you phone up 03717223384, we'll try and get you on our show. But if you don't do that and you send a voice note, we will play them today. 03717223384, same number. More from Bradley, from myself and Benty right after this. You are listening and watching World Cup Game Day Live. We build up to live commentary on talkSPORT as Spain take on France for a place in Sunday's World Cup final.
After a game, positivity, and you throw that negative comment about what a manager says, but you haven't told Bellingham everything positive that the manager said.
Sorry, just being on the other side of that, right? So you're a player, you've come off the pitch and maybe had negativity after a win, but that is his job.
Yeah.
That's him. That's the guy, the fella doing his job, Adrian Clark.
Well, is that a problem in the media then?
But it's not. It's just your manager's just said this. What do you make about that, Jude?
Yeah, but I still think like that might be his job, but then like when people moan, and there's been a lot of moaning on social media by a lot of the public, we've just got through to a semi-final. We should be positive, and people are creating a beef between our best player and the manager.
Tuchel created the beef.
No,
he put it out there
but
first.
Tuchel's not called out any player. He said what he thought about the game, which was honest. No problem. I totally agree with what he says. We can be a lot better. But when a player finishes a game, he's exhausted. He's done 110 minutes in that heat. He's shattered. He's carried his team through. He scored 2 goals. The last thing he wants to hear for the first question is, the manager said that's not good enough. Why do you say, like, okay, Jude Bellingham, what was that feeling like? Look at the fans behind you. How positive. Why can't we be positive in the media?
Because you can see that. You can quite clearly see there's a lot of positivity around you, Gabby.
What do you mean? Yeah, but that's the first question you want to ask your man. You don't want to be asked a negative question when you're
trying
shattered.
to win the World Cup.
Exactly.
Not just get to a semi-final.
No one said you're not
You've got through the quarterfinals. It wasn't your best performance.
Yeah.
It's nothing to get really overly excited about.
I think it is. I think it 100% is, because this World Cup, France are the only team that have been outstanding. Argentina, like I said, we've got through every round being poor. They're not after the game being in their media. Yeah, you know, we got to do. That's a conversation for another day. I just think we look for problems. There shouldn't be any problem, shouldn't be any big talk today about, oh, there's beef, they don't get on. When I watch him on the pitch, he looks like he's listening to his manager. I don't see a beef there.
ready to get that winning feeling with talkSPORT Win. This summer, talkSPORT is bringing you live and official coverage of every game of the FIFA World Cup 2026. And to celebrate, we're giving away £26,000 guaranteed. Go to win.talksport.com to enter now, and you could win 26 grand in your hand, tax-free. Enter now, and you could be the next to get that winning feeling, courtesy of talkSPORT Win. Find out how to enter now at win.talksport.com.
Welcome back to World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, the wonderful Bradley Wright Phillips, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app. We are coming live from Buddy's Bar in New York. Still to come, we're joined by the 1998 World Cup winner Frank Leboeuf. Before we move on, before the break, we were talking about whether Ronaldinho is in the top 5 players.
Yeah.
And I said I'm going to write a list, and he won't be in my list, and you'll agree with my 5. Thus proving that you agree with me that he's not a top 5 player. So I'm going to name them, and you just say yes or no. If you disagree, that's fine. Number 1 on the list, I think this player is better than Ronaldinho, Pelé.
All right.
Do you agree with that?
I'll give you that. In terms of World Cup football,
Yeah, World Cup? You're saying just World Cup or better football player?
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Okay. I don't like it. It don't sit right with me. Don't sit right with me. But
Maradona.
All right.
Yeah.
Told you.
Okay, you agree with that? Lionel Messi.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Zidane.
Reluctantly, but yeah, okay.
Zidane's probably my
So,
favorite.
is that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I get this one, right? If you both agree with me, I'm right.
He's going to say R9.
R9.
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that.
So I can't hear. Can you both speak up? What? Who's better, R9 or Ronaldinho? Is the question today.
Okay, yeah, R9.
R9.
So you both agree? So Ronaldinho's not a top 5 player?
No, but we said top 6.
Yeah, we did. Oh, you thought we said 5?
Hold on. Beckenbauer.
Ronaldinho's in, man.
He's not better than Beckenbauer.
Yes.
Where's Beckenbauer won the World Cup?
Way better.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, but what are you talking about? 5 was the number.
Oh no, but you know Beckenbauer. He won the Ballon d'Or. Didn't he? I can't.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is that right?
Yes, fine. So Dino.
Hey, Ronaldinho was like a 2-season wonder. That was it.
Yeah, but what he done in those?
I have this argument with him.
Well done. You
didn't enjoy it. You didn't enjoy watching it.
It's all right. Yeah, I enjoy watching.
All right,
Daniels,
it's
he
crazy.
does magic as well.
Hey,
all right is crazy.
I know.
Next subject, please.
He was a very, very good player for a very, very limited.
He's
time.
one of the greatest players we've ever seen.
Well, he wasn't top 5. That's all I've said.
Darren Bent was a very, very good player. Great goal scorer. You could not say Ronaldinho was a very, very good player.
We're not in the same bracket.
It's disrespectful.
I would never compare Darren Bent to Ronaldinho.
I'm not comparing him. I'm saying he's a baller. He was a great player, but you're just saying it, throwing Ronaldinho out there like, yeah, he was a very, very good player.
What I'm saying, because there's no longevity in his career, I can't compare him to other players that I think were better on the world stage. Well, I've just given you 5. You agreed with me.
Fair enough. The way you explain that with the...
Do you agree with me, Bradley?
But just don't say he was a very, very good player.
Okay, he's an unbelievable player.
He's in my greatest ever team.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's not in my top 5. He's not in yours. Or yours. You just proved that. Otherwise, you're arguing with yourself, right?
Set us up.
No, but he'd be in my greatest ever team.
Okay, well done to you. Right, now, a big story. This is really interesting, actually, coming out of England and their win over Norway with Thomas Tuchel criticising his team's performance in a TV interview afterwards. Jude Bellingham then hit back at his manager in his own interview. That led to some accusing the media of trying to create a divide in the squad. Harry Kane, this morning or last night, has had his say. This is speaking ahead of the semi-finals. Harry Kane has said on the back of everything I've just told you, when you're playing a game like that and have to be asked a question 5 minutes after the final whistle, and Bellingham didn't really know what the manager has said, what do you want Jude to say? It's easy to try and create this division. It seems like an English mentality, an English thing to do at these major tournaments. Now, are you both aware of the conversation? It was Gabriel Clark.
Yeah.
Now, I watched that this morning, right? And I am absolutely stunned to what has happened to Gabriel Clark and the sort of the witch hunt for him. I watched the interview. I do not see a problem with any of his questions. He asked a question straight after the final whistle with Thomas Tuchel, and he said, what was wrong with that? What are you not happy with? Which Thomas Tuchel offered up. I'm not happy with this. And he said, what are you not happy with? And he went through a few attributes of the England squad that he wasn't happy with, and then started stuttering on trying to work out another one. And Gabriel Clark offered up his mentality, one of them. That was his mentality. And then on the back of that, you heard Thomas Tuchel, mentality? No, it's not. As if Gabriel had said it's mental, and he hadn't done that. And when I watch it, it's so obvious that is what Gabriel Clark has done. Yet I'm stunned at the amount of people that are saying, how dare he? And he didn't say mentality, he offered that up.
Was the question, though, in a negative manner?
Not at all. I've watched it back this morning.
Okay, but was it positive?
Well, it was just asked. The questions he asked Thomas Tuchel were absolutely fine. I actually think, with the sort of pressure cooker environment he was in, I thought his questioning was brilliant.
My only thing is, right, and I get it why you're saying that, right? But I think in that situation where England have won, going with more positivity.
Yeah.
Like, don't even.
But there wasn't negativity.
No, but I get it. But there was no positivity to it. Like,
he asked questions.
No, but but you can.
Why did he bring it to Jude? Is my thing though.
Yeah.
He could have had other questions for Jude. Jude, just scored a brace, quarterfinals. How are you feeling?
There you go.
You know, it don't have to.
He just said to Jude that the manager wasn't happy with that. That's all he said, which is true. We just heard from the manager.
My thing is, though, he's smarter than that, though. He knows that. He's probably surprised what Tuchel said. So now when he tells Jude, he knows he's going to get a reaction. Do you know what I mean? He knows he's going to get a reaction.
100%. Why can't he go? Why can't he go with Jude and go, Jude? Brilliant. Like leave the Thomas Tuchel stuff after all the positivity and then question him. Don't go.
I honestly didn't see a problem with his line of questioning. It was offered up to him by Thomas Tuchel. He couldn't find the word he was looking to describe what he thought was one of the problems. Gabriel Clark said, is it mentality? He didn't say, is it? He went, mentality?
Yeah.
Like, he came up at the end of the question, so it was obviously a question.
You love that.
Right? No, but I'm serious, right? And then he just put that to Jude Bellingham. I don't think any question he asked to either the manager or the player was preloaded.
No, but it's almost like, again, Bradley's been a striker as well. We've just scored a couple of goals, and the first question they go to would go,
Gaffer said,
do you know what I mean?
You guys weren't good today. And you'd be like, what?
No, but he didn't say that.
No, but just an example.
He said to the manager, what do you make of that? And the manager said, I'm not happy with it.
Forget the manager part. I'm talking about the Jude part, as Bradley just said. Like, why lead with that question?
Yeah.
He didn't lead with that. It was right in the middle of the interview.
I just think that I think there's a way to do it, and I think positivity. We're all trying to obviously on the same page. We're all trying to get to a World Cup. We've just got to a semi-final. I just think he could have been a little bit more upbeat about it.
I watched it about 2 or 3 times this morning, and every time I watched it, I had exactly the same take on it.
I just feel like as a country, we just need to. It's the whole performance thing is slowing us down.
Yeah.
It's stunting our. Who cares about the performance? If I was Jude, I'd be frustrated too. Like, who cares? We just won. We're in the semi-finals.
I agree with that.
We're not France. We're not Spain. It's not going to look like that.
No.
We have players that can come up in moments, go and get a winner, and let's just ride through. Argentina won 4 years ago. Do you remember how they played in any of the group stage?
No.
Knockout. I don't remember their performance.
No, you're right.
They lifted the trophy. The country, us as a nation, just forget about it. Let's just get over the line.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Sadly, we've got to let you cross that line.
I'm bouncing?
Our 30 minutes is up.
Damn.
Yeah. Before I let you go, do you fancy us to go all the way? Do you fancy us to beat Argentina?
100%. It's coming home. I've been saying that for a long time now. I don't think we're the best team in the tournament, but I think we'll win, man.
Okay. What will the score be tonight? Live on
2-0.
Spain will win or France will win?
France.
France 2-0.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about England. Sorry.
You think England will win as well?
2-0. I think France 2-1, England 2-0.
And then final France-England?
I don't want it to go there, but I'm thinking pens.
Okay. All right. I'll take that. I think we'll win it. He's not sure.
It's France. It's just France scare me. That's all it is. They scare me.
Well, if we've learned anything today, it's that you both think Ronaldinho's not a top 5 player. Bradley, thanks so much.
It's holding to for ages.
That's stressing me.
Thanks for
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
Our pleasure. You've been brilliant. Can we have a round of applause for Bradley, please? Great work. Still to come, we'll be taking your calls. Who's better out of R9 and Mbappe? I think it's closer than you think. First, it's time for a bit of no Googling. Jude Bellingham has scored 6 goals already at the World Cup. He only scored once in Qatar 4 years ago. Who was that against? There you go. Only 1 goal for Bellingham last time out. Who's it against? The answer to that and more coming up live on World Cup Game Day Live from New York after this.
Gabriel put it to him. The fans are loving it. You guys are in the semi-final.
But he talked about the manager specifically, and we're criticising or observing or opining on what Jude Bellingham's response to his manager, not what the fans say.
Was Tuchel unhappy with the performance?
Yeah, so he should be.
Yeah, that's what Gabriel put to Jude.
But it also talks...
That's a fair question to put to Jude,
why didn't
isn't
he
it?
put the balance?
But is that not a fair question to put to Bellingham?
At the same time as putting balance in the conversation. If you're trying
we'll
to
agree to disagree on
it's
that.
dishonest. It's absolutely fundamentally
What's dishonest about it?
Because you're not presenting the full picture. You are taking what the manager's worst
Tuchel
things.
said his bit, and Jude said his bit.
But that is why I qualify things by sitting with you and peers, and I'm delighted to say that whilst I'm in the media, I'm not a creation of it. I didn't build my career around the media.
All that again.
Well, it's true.
That again.
It's true.
I've never heard anything like that.
No, because you wouldn't, because you're a journalist. Your entire life has been journalism. What you do is you look at it and go,
Morgan
how can we get
through about that as well? No, we don't.
but he
And that's
talks
where
crap-
you're wrong.
but he
No
talks
one
crap
in the
as well.
media, when
But
you
he
get
talks
to the
crap as
level
well.
of Gabriel Clark, you're not in a mix zone, or you're not in a post-match situation going, oh, I've got him, I've got him. You do not get it.
I watch you guys.
You do not get
I
it.
watch you do it. I watch you do it. I watch peers do it. I watch Gabriel Clark. I watch you all do it. I've been on the receiving end.
You think this is a gotcha moment?
Yeah, you
How
guys love
wrong
it.
can you be?
You guys can't get more excited.
And have you never done
than
a
when you
gotcha
see some-
moment?
No, I have a strong. Well, like what?
In your various media.
No, when I have a robust conversation with somebody about opinions on something,
Even though,
I don't try and
you're
trip
in
them
the
up.
media or part of it, or
I
not part
try
of
to
it,
make
or
them
when you're in or
No, I
out
try
of
to make them accountable, give them a reason, a rounded perspective. So if I confront somebody with an argument, it's rounded, so they can deal with all aspects of it. Because I want to win the argument on fact, on merit,
So really,
not by
in the media,
creating.
there's nobody else like you.
I don't think so. Yeah, absolutely right.
Love it.
Anybody else under Premier League Football Club?
Love it.
No.
No, that's true. And I'll give you that.
There you go.
And that is true, Simon. And
Anyone
I will
else own
say
about
this.
17 businesses?
You
No.
are
Anyone else own about
absolutely
100
right.
quid?
When it
No,
comes
I can
to
go on.
Iconic. There's no other word. An 18-karat gold trophy that owns the world, and it waits. It waits for 4 years. It's 1971, and FIFA need a new trophy to replace the Jules Rimet, so they launch a worldwide design competition. And in his studio in Milan, 50-year-old sculptor Silvio Gazzaniga immediately gets to work. But instead of sending FIFA a picture, he goes further and makes a prototype they can hold. It works. FIFA choose his design over 52 others, and perhaps the most beautiful piece of silverware or goldenware enters the beautiful game. Let's let the artist himself describe it. Gazzaniga said the idea was to create something symbolising exertion, dynamism, and the jubilation of an athlete in the moment of victory, with all the joy that contains. The malachite rings in the base fitted the sculpture well because it's green like a football field, and it's also a precious stone. The first captain to lift the trophy was Franz Beckenbauer in 1974, and of course, it's only the greatest who get their hands on it. Zoff, Matthias paved the way for the modern-day heroes who dreamt of lifting Gazzaniga's masterpiece. But there was something about this man holding it that seemed to deliver everything the sculptor had imagined. Were I to ever redo it, the artist once said, I wouldn't change a thing.
Welcome back to World Cup Game Day on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. We're live from Buddy's Bar in New York. Before the break, I asked a googly question. Jude Bellingham has scored 6 goals already at this year's World Cup. Only scored once in Qatar. Who was that against? Have you not seen it?
No, I want to say it was the opening game. Was it like Iran, maybe?
It was Iran.
Yeah.
Genuinely haven't seen it?
I genuinely
What was the score?
My kids, like, we beat them 6-2. I remember Saka scored 1 or 2 maybe. Obviously Kane got his piece as well. Rashford scored a really good goal, went through, slotted it, and we gave a penalty away in that game.
Good knowledge, Steve. Good knowledge.
It was World Cup. I love World Cup football.
Still to come, we'll be joined by former England skipper, our mate Stuart Pearce, ahead of England against Argentina, live on talkSPORT tomorrow. But let's concentrate on this afternoon's game. France, they're looking to become just the 3rd side ever to reach 3 World Cup finals on the bounce. To do that, they're going to have to get past Spain tonight, of course. That one also live on talkSPORT. Joining us now to look into it is a man who lifted the World Cup in 1998 and, of course, the Euros 2 years later. What an honour to say hello and good afternoon to Frank Leboeuf. Hi, Frank.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
We're good. We're very well indeed. Thank you so much for coming on our show. We are in New York. Where are you at the moment?
I'm in New York too. You know, serve me a drink and I pass by.
Are you close to Buddy's Bar? Because we've got another 90 minutes of our show left. We'll be honoured for you to pop in.
Now it costs you too much money, so. No, I mean I'm in Spring Street and 5th. Oh no, not 5th. Sorry, I'm 6th.
Okay, those numbers mean nothing to me, but we'll look into it.
I'll Uber it and see how long it'll take.
5th, isn't it 5th? Yeah, maybe we'll get you in. While we're trying to work that out, firstly, thank you so much for coming on our show. Let's talk obviously about the French side, this current one. How does this French side compare to the ones you played in and won trophies?
Well, it's hard to compare generations, but I have to say that, and I've been wondering that for a while, that it wouldn't be the best team ever for me because of what they have showed lately with the defense also, Saliba and Upamecano, with Mike Maignan, but also in the middle, but they've been very strong. And of course, the power line with the 4 magic, and you can add also Barcola and Cherki on those players with Doué, Mbappe, Dembele, and Olise, of course. So I don't know if we can compare generations, but for sure, if they win the World Cup, there will be a debate.
Frank, I've got to ask you, because someone who you played with, obviously, was your captain, Didier Deschamps. He's the manager now of this French side. How much credit does he deserve to be able to keep all these world-class players kind of in check?
Well, he deserves all the credit because he worked so hard, starting in 2014, finishing in the quarterfinal. Since then, he did the final of the European Championship. 2 World Cup final, winning 1 and maybe another one. So he's the man of the situation. And I think he followed the path of somebody like Aimé Jacquet, who was the coach of our team in '98, who he knows that he doesn't have to pick the best players. He has to pick a real team and make sure that the atmosphere is like a club team and not a national team kind of selection. So that he has done a great job. He worked hard, but he has been helped by a crazy, super gifted generation, I think.
Yeah, he's got some real special players in this squad. And if you had to, I know it's going to be hard, this question, Frank, but if you had to pick one player who you think has been absolutely key to why France have played so well in this World Cup, who would it be?
Everybody would thought about Michael Olise, especially you, the English, regretting that you didn't choose the right nationality for you guys. But he's been exceptional. But lately, the 2 last games, it wasn't the Michael Olise that we have seen so far. But I have to say that Kylian Mbappe, we had that about him at the beginning of the World Cup with the season with Real Madrid. But he has been so far the leader that we are looking for. The guy who can make the difference like he's capable of doing. And he has shown that with goals that he scored, with his personality and how he drives the team. Everything has been absolutely perfect coming from him. So I will name Kylian Mbappe.
Frank, let me ask you more about Kylian Mbappe. I'm a huge fan of his. I think he's already one of the game's greatest ever players, or he's certainly on the cusp of it. Emmanuel Petit says that Mbappe still has something to prove on the world stage. Do you agree?
Not anymore. Not anymore. I think with the World Cup that he played in 2022, scoring like 3 goals in the final, putting back the France on track against Argentina, even if it wasn't enough. But and especially this World Cup, again, as I just said, the guy has shown his strengths, his leadership, his capability of also going back into position, not tracking back because it's not what we're asking him, but going back into position to help this team when they lose the ball. So he has been perfect in communication, in behavior, and in performances. And I don't agree with Emmanuel. I agreed with him before the World Cup, but now we cannot say that anymore.
Frank, a lot of comparisons have been made between himself and the Brazilian Ronaldo, R9. Now, you played against the Brazilian Ronaldo, and obviously you've watched Kylian Mbappe the last few years turn into a superstar. Can you see the comparisons between the two?
Yes, the pace, the skill, the finishing, everything is accurate with Kylian Mbappe like it was for R9. And R9 has been named, I think, and rightfully so, the best striker in the world. But we can say the same for Kylian Mbappe. He didn't have a good season for Real Madrid, but don't forget that for like 4 or 5 months he was the man. And fortunately for Real, he was scoring goals after goals to keep Real Madrid on track. So if you win another World Cup, you have to put him on the list of the best. That's for sure.
Do you think if he wins a World Cup and then maybe even a third, that possibly when you discuss the two, R9 and Mbappe, that Mbappe will be above R9 at any stage?
In terms of trophies, of course you will have to, because 2 World Cups is pretty rare. But I don't like to compare generations.
Striker?
I keep on thinking R9 was amazing, but I've seen him playing for PSV Eindhoven before, and Barcelona, of course, Inter Milan, and the guy was insane. It was insane. So Kylian, we had some ups and downs. Of course, lots of ups, but some down that for Ronaldo, we didn't see that except when he was injured. So he was very consistent, and it's what we like to see with football players. So I still pick R9.
Frank, what game then are you expecting this semi-final? We know, obviously, France have been outstanding. So have Spain, only conceded 1 goal. We know the way Spain play in terms of lots of possession. What are you expecting from this game this evening?
Well, everybody said that they wanted something, they would see something very open. I don't agree with that. I think De La Fuente will be more cautious about the opportunity the French team has at front. And I think either Cucurella or Pedro Porro will be more conservative and will stay at the back, and they won't play the game that they normally play. And for France, they want to wait. They will be very happy to see Spain getting the possession of the ball, because it's where they are the best in a transition. And so I would say that yes, Spain gonna get the ball for most of the time, but be careful when France gonna get the ball back.
Frank, don't take this the wrong way. It's a backhanded compliment. We all want Spain to win tonight because we think France are more of a threat. So if we get to the final, we'd rather play what we consider to be the weaker of the two in Spain. Who would you rather meet in the final, England or Argentina?
Well, I agree with you and everything you said, but I wouldn't say the weaker. Spain is not the weaker. Spain is maybe the second favorite of that World Cup, and has shown for 2 years that they're absolutely fantastic. So we have to respect that national team. Let's say that I would love, because I played in England, to see France against England, because even if England wins the World Cup, I would be very happy for some mates that I have. But I will be less bitter if we lose against England than if we lose again against Argentina. It would be a revenge for us to play against Argentina, but I don't really care about that. I think it would be nice to see the English national team reaching the final of the World Cup, and then we see. And good luck to the best. I'm not a fan. I'm a former player. I love how France play. I would love to see them winning, because I think they are the best team. But if England reaches the final and win, I don't know, guys.
Okay, I've got 2 more questions for you, then I'll let you go. In that semi-final, England v Argentina, who do you think will win?
Oh, that's an insane semi-final, because we know by history, because of the war, because of Beckham, because of the stupid hand of God naming, we're going to see a very hard game to play. I really want England to win. I really want England to win. I don't like the behavior of Argentina. Some words have been said, some songs have been sung, and I really go for England because I think it's time for that national team to get back into the best.
Okay. My last question, Frank. You've been wonderful, and then I'll let you go. A quick word about the manager. I know Benty mentioned Didier Deschamps earlier on. What would his legacy as France boss be if he wins the World Cup? Would he go down as one of the greatest ever international managers?
It would be the best manager. He won it as a player. He would have won it twice as a coach. I think it never happened. So you have to give that. You have to give that to Didier. He will be the best national team coach ever. That's for sure. In terms of timing, staying at the top of a national team, as 12 years, I think. 12 years. That's huge. And then with the result that he got, I mean, the guy is a monster. So you have to give the credit. And it's nice that he played for 1 year for Chelsea.
Frank, what a real pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks,
if you are in the area, pop in, we'll buy you a beer.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the fire.
Thanks, man. Good luck tonight.
Take care. Bye-bye.
World Cup winner Frank Leboeuf. What a pleasure that was to have a chat with him on our show. Don't forget Natalie Sawyer and her team out in Dallas. They bring you tonight's World Cup semi-final. It's straight after us on World Cup Game Day Live. We'll see you right after this.
Do you think that you're more confident about tomorrow beating Argentina than you were against beating Croatia?
100%, yeah.
Why?
Because that was early on in that group of players with Gareth Southgate. It was early on, and Croatia had some side back then. You know, Croatia were probably favourites in that game. They were that good of a team. But I think when you go forward, 8 years, and you look at where we are now as a squad of players, the experience they've got in tournaments, how they've got to finals and semi-finals, I think this game we should win more than Croatia game. I've got honestly total faith. If I was gonna go to the final, I would have bought my tickets now. That's how confident I am that we beat Argentina.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's look at how they play. I look at their weaknesses. I look at how we can get in and around Messi. You know, we've got players that have played against Alvarez before in the Premier League when he was at Manchester City. We know their team of players, and I'm sure with this manager, how pumped he is, how maybe not negative, but how honest he was about how he didn't play good enough against Norway. Previous England managers after the game would have been like, I'm so proud of these players. It wasn't the best of performances, but whoopie-doo. You know what I mean? They'd be so positive, but he was negative in the right way. I'm like, come on, we're better than this. I didn't like the phases of play. I didn't like how certain players played. He's honest because he knows to beat Argentina, you've got to be better, play with the best football you played in the tournament. And then if you play France or Spain, you have to, everyone's got to be on it. Mm-hmm. You only beat those two teams if every player has the game of their lives, not just Kane and Bellingham, not Anderson and Konsa as well. Needs to be everybody to win a World Cup, I think.
6:10 on Tuesday morning, Gabby Agbonlahor is confident that you'll get to a final and you will beat Argentina.
We're England,
tomorrow
aren't we?
night.
We are England,
live
aren't we?
On talkSPORT.
We created football, man.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
The
used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off. Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
Welcome back to World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent here, brought to you by Enterprise Rent a Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk. We are coming live today from Buddy's Bar in New York. If you're in the area, pop in, we'll buy you a beer. Still to come, we're going to be joined by England skipper, former England skipper Stuart Pearce. Just quickly away from football for a moment, the 154th Open Championship tees off this week. You'll be able to hear live commentary on talkSPORT 2 from 7 a.m. on Thursday morning. Plus, you can hear a special preview show on talkSPORT 2 at 8 p.m. tonight. The easiest way to listen is to download the free-to-download talkSPORT app. Swipe between talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2. Right, let's get an update, shall we, from the first ODI between England and India. Edgbaston, watching for talkSPORT, of course, is John Norman.
Yeah, thanks, Andy. 176 for India. They require 83 to win this first ODI. And credit to England because they've just stuck at it. Despite being 80 for 5 at one stage, they lost 5 wickets for just 19 runs and then 107 for 6. They just about put a score on the board, 258, thanks to a century partnership between Dawson and Root for the 7th wicket. Then when India came out to bat, a couple of wickets saw them 48 for 2, but seemingly in control of this match. 149 for 2, so Gill and also Iyer had put on 101 before the captain, Gill, had to retire, hurt with a leg problem. Few balls later, Shreyas Iyer was run out brilliantly by Harry Brook, the England skipper. And when KL Rahul chopped on for 1, it really brought England back into this contest. A real toss of a coin. Don't know if Shubman Gill's coming back. So whilst India are just 4 down, they could be 5 down if we don't see Gill again. So this contest very much alive here at Edgbaston. 178 for 4 India. They require 81 to win from the last 17 overs.
Good work as always. Thank you for that, John. Right, time now for this. Yes, and this is, of course, the best of talkSPORT, where we run you through some of the recent highlight moments from across talkSPORT and our sister stations. Let's start with Hawksbee and Jacobs, or H&J as we know them. Here they are speaking to the son of George Best, TV personality Callum Best.
Gents, let me just start by saying I've had the pleasure of coming on talkSPORT over the years, but it's usually with Jamie and Cundy, so it's nice to have people that actually know what they're doing and host the show. So it's nice to be on with you both.
Oh, Jamie, they'll both be after you for that, Callum. It'll be good to talk to you again.
Honestly, it's the best policy. Why do you think the sports bar wasn't sent to America?
Oh, because they get locked up probably.
Yeah,
some of their
imagine
language.
those two, right? What's the best thing about the sports bar?
Has anyone seen Conde?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
especially when it's one of their teams, like Spurs.
That is nice. Who would you rather be stuck on a life raft in the middle of the sea with? What's wrong with the word boat?
Yeah.
Just put boat in there. Cundy or O'Hara?
Cundy.
Why?
I think a lot more about him. I think he'd help me manoeuvre to get to where we need to get to.
Yeah, I think O'Hara would be too busy telling you he could have been up there with Maradona. For all the best bits with Paul and Andy, check out H&J Daily wherever you get your podcast from.
Sticking with the constructive criticism, here's The Breakfast Show. Jeff Stelling was introducing the Arsenal fan Joel Bayer, who had this to say.
Let's get an Arsenal perspective on it. Let's cross stateside and bring in content creator. Big Arsenal fan, of course, Joel Bayer. Morning, Joel. Loves London, don't you, Joel? Morning,
morning,
mate.
Gabby. Morning, Jeff. Oh, my gosh, I'm so glad you're back, Jeff. That Andy Goldstein guy was driving me mad. The real deal's back. Let's do it.
Whoa! I mean, have you got a response?
Was he a content creator? He's got to create content, hasn't he? I suppose I'm quite honoured that he sees that me being mentioned from his mouth will get the numbers up. So, well, listen, someone that carries Rio's bags, he's done well, right?
Would you ever leave drive time to do breakfast show on a permanent basis? That is a great question.
Who wrote that?
There in his face. Yeah, I want to hear that now. For all our million listeners, would you leave?
I've got to answer that. I'm a politician.
No.
Let me answer the question.
No, you're not yet.
Let me answer.
No, 1 second.
Okay.
I need a yes or a no.
Okay, well, listen, I love Drive Time and I love Breakfast Show. They're both wonderful shows to work on. At the moment, my future is with Drive Time. Until anything changes, I'm Drive
question
Time.
again, and I just need yes or no. No
spiel. Yeah.
Would you ever leave drive time to do breakfast show on a permanent basis? I just need 1 word now.
It's a great...
No, stop. No, one
great
word.
Question. All I'll say is the people on Drive and the people on Breakfast, they're equally great teams to work for.
What's the one thing that Drive should learn from breakfast and vice versa?
One thing that Drive should... no, the Drive teams. The team's absolutely brilliant. They're absolutely great.
And vice versa?
Yeah, I mean, I've only worked with breakfast so far for a month. So,
Honestly, a reminder that the Breakfast Show returns at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Shabana Home will be alongside Gabby at Bondle.
If they want me, it's going to cost a lot of dough. Let's finish with our brand new sister station. talkSPORT Gold is the England legend John Barnes, describing sitting on the bench back when England played Argentina in the 1998 World Cup.
Whoever eye he catches, he said, go and get warmed up. I'm now warming up in 100 degrees heat, and he's forgetting he's warming up. So I'm now running up and down. I'm sweating cobs, and I'm warming up, thinking I'm going on. Then he just looks at me and goes, what are you doing, son? So I sat back down. So this happened for the first 3 or 4 matches. So after a while, no one wanted to look at Bobby because he said, get warmed up. So eventually, when 14 minutes to go and I'm thinking I'm not going to get on, he said, get warmed up. I didn't have my boots on. I had to then take 2 minutes to put my boots on because, no one wanted to warm up in that heat. I could have come up earlier, but I had to get my boots on because Bobby would just keep saying, get warmed up and not putting you on.
Right, I don't know who wrote that, but he wasn't playing for England in 1998, and John Barnes has got an H in it. What's coming back? Honestly, we come away for base camp and the wheels just fall off.
Yeah.
So, which of your old teammates was the worst to sit next to when you were on the bench?
Yeah, they were pretty cool. There's not a worse one. It's just they're all good guys.
When's the last time you were unprepared for something?
The last time I was unprepared for something would have been...
That question? Probably that question?
Yes, that there. Great answer, that.
Who's the most chaotic person you know?
Crookie. Oh, no, do you not actually know? Wait. Jack. Honestly, everything. He's trying to do the show, buy T-shirts. He's got something else going on over here. He's got honestly, he's all over the place.
Crookie's over there having burger and chips, right? And I just popped over to him in the last break. I went, burger and chips? And he said, I've not had many on this break. And I went, haven't you? He went, yesterday I had a salad. And I went, I don't make tomato and onions in a bat under a burger count as a salad. England play Argentina tomorrow night in the World Cup semi-final. Adrian Darren Bent all the build-up from 6:30 kick-off for that one at 8 p.m. And, of course, you can find all of our shows on the talkSPORT app. We can swipe between talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2, so you never miss a moment. We've got an hour left of our show as we build up to live commentary on talkSPORT of Spain against France. You are listening and watching World Cup Game Day Live on talkSPORT. We'll see you after this.
Look, we've seen some amazing players play for England in my lifetime, but I feel that what Bellingham is doing, even if you compare it to Kane, and Kane is an icon, Kane is one of England's greats as well, but Bellingham feels different.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think he's the greatest player to ever play for England?
Can we frame this question in a slightly different way?
Go on.
Can we just discount the 66 winners? Like,
Okay.
I can't.
You can't
They
go.
won
You
it,
can't go
right?
against Bobby Moore.
They've won it. They've won it.
Okay,
Like,
but is he the best player you've seen in an England shirt ever?
He's not. He's probably not the best player, but he might be the best England player, the best player for England. Like, look, you could argue that Steven Gerrard was a better player than him. You could argue that Paul Scholes was. You could argue that lots of players were, but none of them did it for England in the way that Bellingham has already. Already, 22 years old. Already, think about what happened in Qatar. Think about what happened in Germany. And this World Cup, he's taken it to a completely different level.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's amazing. I don't Rooney? Rooney never did it for England quite like Rooney. I was there. Rooney scored 1 goal at a World Cup for England.
Yeah.
Like Jamie Carragher wrote a piece in yesterday's Telegraph, and he was talking about Gaza. He was kind of making the comparisons with Gaza. Gaza captured a nation and all that.
Yeah.
And he obviously did. And you think of his performances in Italian 90 and then Euro 96. But I didn't know this until I read Carragher's article. Gaza didn't score at Italian 90. He didn't score. Bellingham's got 6 in 6. It's different. I don't see how you can say that he's not better than what Gerrard did for England. Gerrard had his moments, remarkable footballer. But Rooney's contribution, Gerrard's contribution, Lampard's contribution, it just can't be bigger than what Bellingham has already done. Do you agree?
Yeah, I kind of do. I mean, Gaza was my idol growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I look at what he'd done and how he played. I think Bellingham's better.
We all know it. That moment when France were reduced to 10 men in the 2006 final. But Zinedine Zidane's World Cup story was so much more than those antics in Berlin. Despite a meteoric rise to prominence in the early 90s, Zidane wouldn't really start his World Cup career until 1998. See, France didn't even qualify for 94, so they had some making up to do on home soil. Ahead of the tournament, Zidane was flying. Back-to-back Serie A titles and Champions League finals with Juventus, but things didn't exactly go to plan. In France's second group game, he was shown one of these. I mean, we were so busy getting angry at Bex for his red, we didn't even realise Zidane was getting properly dug out in France for the 12 days before. The French public demanded he be kicked out of the squad and sent home, but manager Aimé Jacquet held firm and brought him back 2 games later. After his return, he'd start every game until the final, where he was quite simply brilliant. He scored not once, but twice, and this was the moment he'd been waiting for. There was national jubilation, and all was forgiven. He was even rewarded with a Ballon d'Or to cap off a near-perfect year. France won the Euros 2 years later, and so were red-hot favourites at the 2002 World Cup. But the table will tell you things did not go to plan. Now, come 2006, France, now captained by Zidane, are one of the favourites again, but they made hard work of it. They won just 1 game and finished second in their group, which meant they had to beat Spain, Brazil and Portugal en route to the final. Then, the moment we all remember. Zinedine, just leave it. Walk away. Zinedine, no! And that meant he became only the 2nd player in history to be sent off twice in World Cups. France lost, but he still won the Golden Ball. As you can see, he was thrilled. Or furious. Zidane never played again, but across 3 tournaments his story had everything. Disgrace, glory, infamy. We don't like our heroes clean anyway, do we?
Welcome back to the last day of World Cup game day on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside still to come on our show. We'll cross live to Dallas to build up to France v Spain, of course. That one you can hear live right here on talkSPORT. Build up begins when we come off air in just under an hour. But now it's time to get all the very latest from the England camp with our wonderful friends at Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
On England's Corner on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
2 moments forever indelibly associated with England's World Cup history.
Enrique to Maradona. Different class.
Wait a minute, he's taking another card out for Beckham. It's a red card for David Beckham.
Oh no! I've got an added layer to it. Coming in the shot, Messi! It is in! It is 2-2! It is Messi!
39 years of age. There's moments of genius.
This is the spirit of World Cup winners. This is the spirit of a team, a nation who are not willing to give their trophy away.
We'll get everything we've got. You saw that there. Whoever was ready to come on, came on, and so proud of this team once again in a World Cup semi-final.
Spilled by the goalkeeper and bundled in. England lead. It is Jude Bellingham again.
They have what it takes to overcome difficult moments.
To meet Argentina in an unforgettable night.
I cannot wait for this. For the first time in 21 years, England take on Argentina tomorrow. And of course, it is for a place in Sunday's World Cup final. The fact that England have actually even reached this stage, largely thanks to Jude Bellingham and his 6 goals. Former England captain John Terry has some huge praise for him when speaking to a FIFA podcast this week.
Katie, where would England be without Jude Bellingham? Not in the semi-finals?
Sure we'd be in the semi-finals, no. Christian just said then as well, players of that nature have an ability to arrive at the right time. Lamps did it loads, Stevie G, Scholesy, Jude's doing it as well. It's a real talent. I said at the start of this one, he reminds me of Zidane, the way he plays and stuff. He's dragging this team through at the moment. I think he's world class. I really do. And also, you listen to him off the pitch, he's got a real calmness about him as well. And I think he's the next England captain after Harry. I think he's been excellent and really dragging this team through. But I think the further we go, other players are going to need to step up and start supporting him and Harry, because we can't just rely on it. Because no doubt Argentina will target him and try and take him out of the game as well.
To look ahead to this huge game, we are delighted to be joined by our mate, former England captain, your co-commentator for tomorrow night's wonderful match. Stuart Pearce joins us. Stuart, good evening to you.
Evening, how you doing? Well, we're afternoon here, so, yeah.
Good afternoon to you. So what time is it where you are? In New York, we are just coming up to 1:10. Where are you at?
Same again. 1:10 in Atlanta.
Oh, fine. Okay, I'm glad we've sorted that out. Right, how is it? How is Atlanta? Because the last time we saw you was, I've lost track of days, not many ago actually, in Miami. How is Atlanta? How are you finding it? What's the temperature there like?
Yeah, really good. It's about mid-70s, mid to late 70s, but a little bit cooler than we were in Miami. It was quite stifling there. Not too bad here. They've got the roof on for the game as well, which is fantastic. So should be no surprises there, and a high-tempo game from both teams, I think, tomorrow.
Pierce, how important do you think it is then for England to raise their levels? Because, again, against Norway, weren't the best of performances. If they are going to get past Argentina, how many levels do you think they're going to have to go up?
Well, I think that will depend on Argentina. I've watched them a fair bit on this run to the semi-final, and they've probably not played at their best continually. I thought against the Swiss, they got fortunate with the sending off, because I thought the Swiss had the ascendancy then, but I thought they played some good football within the Swiss game as well. So I think both teams go into this semi-final both thinking they can play a lot better, and both believing, Benty, that they're going to have to play better to get through this semi-final.
Stuart, we just heard from John Terry talking about the importance of Jude Bellingham. Harry Kane is another player that we rely on as well. When you look at Argentina, obviously Messi is top of their list. If you take him out of that equation, are they a completely different team? If you stop Messi, do you stop Argentina tomorrow?
No, little too simplistic, I think. You know, you've got to be acutely aware of him. I think you've got to respect him, but not be in awe of him. You know, he's one of the best players that's ever played the game, but he's 39 years old at this moment in time. But the worst thing we can do is go into the game and defensively be in awe of him and sit off him. You've got to make sure that you respect what he can do, but also as well make it a tough game for him physically, and don't deny him the space that you know he'll open up the goal and get efforts away or supply teammates. So I think the Argentinians, they're the World Cup holders. I think we've got a tough test on our hands, but I tell you what, this is the most exciting game I think that I'm looking forward to for England for a very, very long time. I've got to say, England-Argentina in a World Cup semi-final, it doesn't get better than that.
No, it doesn't. And Piers, are you expecting to see many changes tomorrow? Because I think there's a few question marks around illnesses and injuries, and there was certainly a few below par performances, you'd have to say, against Norway. Are you expected to see many changes?
Yeah, I don't see Madueke starting the game. I think Saka and Gordon will be the two width players. Kane and Bellingham are a given. I think Declan Rice will recover enough to take his spot in midfield, so I think alongside Anderson keeps that pretty strong. The big one for me is Reece James. I think if Reece James is fit and available, he'll start at right back, and then he's got that judgment call. You know, John Stones come through hour and 20 minutes, and I thought he dealt with that really well. So I think he might keep his place. So then it's the choice between Konsa and Gahey, I think, is the choice that he's got, from what I can gather.
Stuart, let me ask you about tactics. We saw against Norway that England's game plan seemed to be knock it out to the side, knock it back to the middle, knock it to the other side and try and break the Norwegians down that way. And it didn't really work, and it was only at the end when Morgan Rogers had a shot from outside the area, goalkeeper spills it, and there's Jude Bellingham to knock it home. Do you expect similar tactics against Argentina? And also, can you explain to me why more sides, including England, aren't shooting from outside the area?
It's difficult to explain exactly why. The only thing I can say is maybe because a lot of teams are banking up and getting behind the ball, so you're shooting distances instead of being maybe 22 to 25 yards, which, you know, when you've got the ball at your feet, as you'll well know, Andy, that you fancy your chances from there. You get a bit further back and you've got a swamp of players in front of you at maybe 30 plus yards. You don't think a shooting opportunity is on. So maybe that's ruled out the shooting from distance a little bit. I think from England's point of view, I think we're really vital that our wide players get on and get people taking on in the width. You know, I thought we'd done that early on both sides and then stopped doing it and started to come backwards and sideways, like you said. And the key to England being successful is our wide players having punch in the width and supplying the ball into the box. You know, Bentley as a centre forward, if he can't receive into feet because there's too many bodies around, his next port of call is to get in the box and get on the end of crosses. So we need to make sure we deliver that.
Absolutely. And Piers, you spoke about it there, the England versus Argentina World Cup semi-final, one of the great games of world football. Do you almost feel like Argentina are maybe our biggest rival now?
I'm not sure. I mean, from my playing point of view, I always felt, you know, England-Scotland's a big game for what it is. England-Germany I always look at, and England-France is a big game. I always look, and England-Argentina, they're the four games that I think are big in the international calendar. But what makes it more special, this is a World Cup semi-final, so it's the magnitude of where you're going to play these teams for me, you know. So I would say, as we stand at the moment, it's certainly become one.
Stuart, last two questions from me. What will the score be tomorrow night, live on talkSPORT, England v Argentina?
I think this could be an extra time or even a penalty shootout number. If it goes to penalty shootouts, we'll win that, and I think we might just knock them over in extra time by the odd goal.
OK. And who will we face in the final?
I can't look beyond France. I really can't. They've been outstanding so far. The team of the tournament so far, but when you're only in the semi-final, it means absolutely nothing, you know. But they're the team that have offered a level of consistency where the rest haven't.
Stuart, we miss you, we love you. We're very jealous as well, by the way. I think it's going to be one of those great moments. Enjoy the game, good luck with it, and we'll speak to you in a bit.
Thanks, gents. Great to talk to you. Take care.
As always, the legend that is Stuart Pearce. That was a look at all the very latest in the England camp with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. They're here for it. They are definitely here for it. Jack, sadly, on the buttons, is not here for it. Now, we want to hear from you. 03717223344. I just heard him by ear. Sorry. We want to hear from you. Earlier on, I asked the question, Mbappe, is he better than R9? Or at least on the same level? Let us know what you think. 03717223344. Dial in and we'll have a little chat with you in just a moment. And also, you can tell us how you're feeling with, 24 hours-ish? 25 to go? 26 till England take on Argentina. How are you feeling ahead of the game? I'm confident. Bent is not. How are you feeling? 03717. Well, you don't think we're going to win, do you?
Yeah.
I think we're going to win.
Yeah. I mean, so
you do? Oh, well, but okay. Bent is confident. I'm confident as well. Are you? 03717223344. Dial that number. You can have your say next on World Cup Game Day. We are live from New York City.
On England's Corner on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
Are we too late in the tournament to expect England to suddenly spark into something new?
The opposition it's like stars make fights. The oppositions make the opportunity for teams to play well. Croatia made the opportunity for England to play well because of the way they set up.
Right.
I don't think the Argentinians were set up that way. I don't think England are a particularly good side. As a unit, I don't think we're a particularly cohesive, fluid, easy on the eye side. What we are is a formidable team that you have to try and beat. We're like a dog. You've got to stamp us down. You know, there's a lot of dog in this side.
Right.
We're strong, physical side.
We're
in
strong.
The duels.
We're physical. We have an indomitable spirit. Is that going to be enough when it comes on top to beat technically better sides? Which I don't think Argentina.
No, I think
fundamentally
Tuchel
are.
knows it won't be. That's why.
Specifically, that's what I wanted to put to you, Martin, because Michael Owen in the Mail. England were played off the park by Norway for large periods and couldn't get control of the game. It was exactly as I feared. I hear a lot of people now saying it would just have to be this way, England winning ugly. Then he says, crucially, I haven't given up on England being better against Argentina on Wednesday.
No, I agree with some of that.
Are you with him in that?
Some of that I agree with, but it's about finding a way to win, and they've done that now. So this is the moment. You got in Bellingham, one of the best players in the world right now.
Oh, it's magnificent.
But you have to credit the manager for taking him to this level. We didn't have this level before from him. He started to slip in an England shirt. If you remember, Morgan Rogers was playing for large periods of the season. He wasn't, Jim. So he's got this player to boiling point. So let's not be surprised if it's a little bit tetchy, because he's trying to prove the manager wrong. But we have got the players who can win this game. There's no doubt about it. The only problem, what you're up against is a Messi, who the whole team configures itself around him, and they move. He can walk from box to box.
Yeah.
And what they do, he doesn't even look at the ball until he's ready. He puts his hand in the air, they give it to him, and then it's set for him. He has a picture.
Yeah.
And he has all these players in positions.
See,
They do it beautifully. That's what we're up against.
Get ready to get that winning feeling with talkSPORT Win. This summer, talkSPORT is bringing you live and official coverage of every game of the FIFA World Cup 2026. And to celebrate, we're giving away £26,000 guaranteed. Go to win.talksport.com to enter now, and you could win 26 grand in your hand, tax-free. Enter now, and you could be the next to get that winning feeling, courtesy of talkSPORT Win. Find out how to enter now at win.talksport.com.
Welcome back to World Cup Game Day on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, brought to you by Burger King, Burger Buddies, total tournament satisfaction, delivered by the experts. Order now the BK app. We are coming to you live from Buddies Bar in New York. It's getting a bit busier. What do you think they can do better, D? What do you think?
Yeah, I think they can. I think they could probably definitely do better.
Buddies Bar, how you doing? Okay, we'll get it now. Yeah, thanks, Jack, for adding that sound effect. Right, still to come, we'll have team news. Of course we will. Head of France against Spain. It's live on talkSPORT now. But now, out of the four sides in the World Cup semi-finals, Bukayo Saka and Noni Madueke are the only Premier League players in the starting front lines. Interesting. England have reached the final four without a single goal from a player who played in the Premier League last season. Kane, Bellingham and Rashford have scored. Very interesting. Benny, so on the back of that, are the Premier League miles behind other leagues when it comes to superstar strikers? I think that's quite an interesting fact, don't you?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you look at... I'm trying to think, though. So, the Premier League, well, obviously we've got Haaland, which is a superstar.
Yeah.
But there seems to be a real lack of kind of centre-forwards in the Premier League anyway. Do you know what I mean? It almost feels like we're scratching around. I know most teams have got one, but you've got Sesko at United, Gyökeres...
well, we've got Ollie Watkins, but he can't play because Kane's there.
Yeah, so potentially, yeah, but I do think when you look at the France front line, right? France are just that will never happen. That can't happen. It's not normal. Like we always wax lyrical about the Brazil, and rightly so. They had three in Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, and R9. Literally for France, there are five there. And by the way, one of them got injured, so there should be six because you're talking about you've got Dembele, Mbappe. What are you looking at? Why are you not looking at me?
Carry on. They're pointing at something. I was trying to work out what, so I could help them out. But now you've highlighted it.
Yeah, good, because when I did it, you go, what are you doing?
Well, no, I'm clever enough to ignore it.
What are you doing?
I just told you what I'm doing.
Right, so...
Will you move on? I fly the plane. Give out more sentences.
Mbappe, Elise, Dembele, who else they got in there? Barcola, Doué, Ekitike. Remember him? He obviously got injured, didn't even come. So it's very rare you get a nation like any nation for that matter with this amount of talent. Which is why I just think if you're the manager and things are not working, you go, well, you three off and you three on.
I know, it's frightening prospect.
Frightening.
Right, time to hear some of your shared takes with Burger King.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Right, let's take your calls. Earlier on, we asked the question, has Kylian Mbappe outdone R9? You said no.
No, but I said he could in time.
Yeah, Bradley was having none of it. Let's go to the phone lines. Caller number one goes by the name of Josh, the Arsenal fan. Hello, Josh, how you doing?
Hi there. Hi, guys. I'm all right. How you doing?
Yeah, we're good, mate.
Good, very well. A bit of a delay, so off you go. Tell me what you're thinking.
Well, it's a very interesting point, but I do think Kylian's on the way to edging him, you know. I do think he is.
OK, tell me why.
So obviously talking about the eye test, I think that's a massive thing. Obviously, Ronaldo, R9, I'm a little bit younger. I'm 25, so I didn't get to watch him in his full pomp. But obviously you can see clips, and from what I hear from people talking about his dribbling, finishing his skills, unbelievable to watch. But I don't think Mbappe is any less interesting to watch. I think he's electric. If I was a defender, the way he beats players for pace, I think it's some of the most entertaining football you can watch. And then combine that with his stats and the fact that he's only, 26, 27? He's got another 10 years ahead of him. I think when it's all said and done, I think he'll be at the top.
Okay, Josh, thanks for your call.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great call, but you've got to think back then as well about the technology's better now in terms of recovery, the systems, all that kind of modern day technology which helps a player.
It wasn't that long ago R9 was playing.
Oh my goodness, it was like playing 90s.
I know, but...
Well, the technology went in then.
Okay, all right. Dr. Kildare?
No, he's unbelievable. Both of them are unbelievable, by the way.
Do you think Mbappe could at one stage
be
your answer? Oh, you do?
Yeah, so, look, if he continues to win, say he wins another two.
Yeah.
And he's like goal scoring records are crazy. He's already France's all-time record goal scorer.
Yeah.
And of course you have to start. You have to have a serious conversation.
Okay. Let's have a serious conversation with Brendan. He's a Brighton fan. Hi, Brendan.
How's it going?
Well, good, man. Off you go. What point would you like to make?
So my point in the call was that when we were younger, we all had like a dream team, like a World 11, and I'm sure your probably team was the same as mine. I'm 40.
Oh, he's gone. Let's go to Joel, the Liverpool fan. Hello, Joel. How are you?
Evening. Long time. Please stop comparing eras. Like R9, you know, you're going from Inter, AC Milan, Real Madrid, Barcelona, everyone loved him at all clubs. That's unusual. That's like going Man United, Liverpool, Man City, and all the fans adore you. And number two, because of his career, him and people like Van Basten getting absolutely ironed out by defenders is why they changed the rules of football. You can't tackle from behind. You can't punch people in the jaw. I look at old footage on LFC TV of the old games in the 70s and 80s. Graham Souness broke a man's jaw in the Champions League. You can't do that. Yeah, the players, the older Alan Brazils, etc., got kicked off the pitch. You would not tolerate Messi or Ronaldo doing what they do now. They'll get destroyed. They'll get absolutely destroyed. Yeah, no chance. So keep the eras separate, but he's well on the way to.
I don't think Joe can hear us. Joe?
Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Spence got like a massive brace around his head. What's the reason for that?
It's not the same. It's all VAR will take care of it. It's not something that happened in every game. It's the norm. FIFA did a video called The Art of Defending where they showed, you can look it up, Maradona marked in the 82 World Cup by one guy. He didn't move. He just kicked him for the whole game, punched him, kneed him, and kicked Maradona out of the pitch. So you don't have that kind of defending anymore. VAR take care of it. You'll get banned for a long time, and it's not tolerated.
Joe,
so those guys have sacrificed their careers. Yeah, go on.
When you first came on air, you said, I'm sick and tired of people comparing the eras, and then you've just done that for the last 4 minutes.
Well, because talkSPORT, since the World Cup started, especially Gabby, bless him, Abongo, has gone Messi, 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 Messi. Yeah, you're all right, mate, but there's also Maradona, there's also Pele. Pele always gets ignored by you lot. You know what I mean? You never put him in the top 2 or 3.
How old are you, Joel?
Me?
How old are you, Joel?
Old enough to know better. As old as you, Goldstein. Yeah?
All right, well, if you're as old as me, you also hadn't seen Pele play live.
Yes, you did. You saw him in, what, 82?
Pele weren't playing in 82. What are you talking about?
No? You sure? Well, I've got videos, I've got DVDs, I've got everything. Yeah? That's it. Yeah?
He played the 58 final, 62 and 70.
Fair enough, I stand corrected, but I've seen whole videos of the matches that I missed. I like watching those old matches, but you know what I'm saying. You can't disrespect him at age 17 and etc.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, Joel. Don't give me a call. Make sure you call back when we're in London. We'll carry on that conversation, all right?
Here, I might get some Goldstein paste.
I tell you what, if
don't do it.
Up your game, I'll send you some for free, or just go online at damonbarber.com, buy some now. 1995. Joel, thanks for coming on. Pele playing in 82 World Cup, eh?
Wow.
We're all learning stuff. Good work. If you've got a shared take of your own, you can voice note us or simply give us a call, which we've already done. 03717223344. All thanks to Burger King, that one.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Stop playing with my words, Darren Bent. Still to come across live to Dallas to build up to France against Spain. Oh, what a game that is. You can hear it live right here on talkSPORT. First, it's time for the last no Googling of the day. In 1982, when Pele played... Oh, no, it's not that one. No World Cup semi-final has gone to a penalty shootout. Since 2014, Argentina drew 0-0 with the Netherlands. We want to know which former Premier League goalkeeper saved 2 pens in the shootout to help Argentina win 4-2.
I know that was...
What's his surname begin with?
I'll tell you afterwards.
You don't know.
Right.
You don't know. What's his first name begin with? You're lying. Okay. So on your kid's life, you know. We've gone a bit quiet. Okay. I bet you thought Pele played in 82 as well, didn't you? More from me and DB coming up on World Cup Game Day Live from New York. We'll see you right after this.
Okay, you want to talk about Messi? Genuine question. Does Messi get in our team?
What do you mean?
Would you swap Bellingham for Messi?
Well, but he's not playing there.
Okay, would you swap Kane for Messi?
He's not playing there.
Okay,
he's a right winger.
Okay, he might get in that position. But you wouldn't swap. You wouldn't swap Bellingham, would you? You wouldn't swap Bellingham for me. If I offered you the option now, Messi in, Bellingham out.
Okay, yeah, but you'd move him around, wouldn't you?
No, but if you just give you that a trade, you give them Bellingham, we get Messi. Would you do it? Nah. Would you? You unpatriotic swine.
I didn't say yes. I did say no. But you're asking.
Would you swap Kane for Messi? If that was on offer now, just for this game,
a one-off game.
This game,
a one-off game.
This game on Wednesday night in Atlanta. I'll give you the opportunity to sub off Harry Kane from our starting lineup and bring in Lionel Messi. Do you do that? Absolutely not.
I think. Oh, come on, mate.
Today,
come on.
Harry Kane is a better footballer than Messi today. I'm not saying legacy. Lionel Messi is the greatest.
Lionel Messi is the leading goal scorer.
Lionel Messi is the greatest footballer to have ever lived. No doubt.
He is the leading goal scorer in this World Cup.
In his peak, no doubt.
I know, but
Kane is better than him today, isn't he?
I don't think you can say that.
There is a wane to Lionel.
I don't think
Messi. Lionel Messi 08. If we're having this conversation, we're having this conversation 09 when he destroyed Man United in Rome.
Play in this World Cup?
Yeah, I thought he was exceptional. I thought he was exceptional.
Did you watch Harry Kane against Norway? He didn't have his greatest game, did he?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Dead on his feet. Come on.
Look at his goals against Congo.
I know, but look at Messi's goals in the tournament.
Okay, I'll give you the option now.
All right,
cards on the table?
All right, go on.
Would you rather have Harry Kane in your starting lineup on Wednesday night or Lionel Messi?
I'm not answering that question because it's
Would you rather?
I'm not answering that question.
Okay, would you rather have Jude Bellingham or Lionel Messi? I can't believe it.
I just don't like. I can't answer that question.
To win the World Cup gives you the ultimate bragging right. To win it as a player and a manager, I mean, that's like completing football. And only 3 have ever done it. Mario Zagallo with Brazil, Franz Beckenbauer with West Germany, Didier Deschamps with France. Statistically, though, who's the best? Let's start with this guy, Mario Zagallo. He won the World Cup as a player in 1958 and 62, winning 10 of his 12 games across 2 tournaments, and the other 2 were draws. As a manager, he won 9 of 13 across 2 tournaments, including all 6 played by his iconic Brazil side in 1970, a win rate of 76%. Franz Beckenbauer had a slightly better managerial record, winning 10 of 14, but his playing record was a tiny bit worse, winning 14 out of 18. That gives him 24 wins in 32 in total, a 75% win rate. And finally, Deschamps, who won the only World Cup he played at in 1998. Until 2026, he'd coached France at 3 World Cups, winning 14 of 19 games. I mean, look at that. A combined 20 wins in 25 games. Crazy. An overall win rate of 80%. So, based on the stats, it goes Deschamps, Zagallo, and then Beckenbauer. But let's be real. There's no losers here.
What do you think me dancing, D?
Awful.
You like it?
Do it again.
Work, huh?
Do it again.
Well, it doesn't really work on radio, but I'm dancing now.
I won't call that dancing.
No. I'm moving with style and grace. Welcome back to World Cup Game Day Live. Before we ask a question, which former Premier League goalkeeper saved 2 pens in the shootout to help Argentina win 4-2 in 2014? It was
Sergio Romero.
Do you remember him?
No.
I don't remember him either. Very bizarre.
He went at United, was he?
Sergio Romero.
He was at United, wasn't he? TB.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, hold on, was he a goalkeeper? Did I say he was a goalkeeper? Sergio Romero. You just done a mic drop.
Drop the mic.
Well done for getting something right today. Right, before we move on, a little bit of breaking news on talkSPORT. Man United have confirmed the signing of midfielder Yuri Tielemans from Villa after activating his £35 million release clause. I'm happy about that.
Food chain, innit? Man United come, see ya, Villa.
Yeah, well, I've always said that, right? I've always said that.
No, you said about the manager.
I've always said, Man United coming for you and you're at Villa, you're going.
No, but the manager wouldn't have. At the time...
Well, we haven't gone in for him. He would, of course he would, do.
Not right. Me, yeah. Now,
well, okay, what's Villa's ceiling?
No, now he would because you're in the Champions League. You finished third. A couple of seasons ago when you were like 16.
He would have done.
He wouldn't.
He would have done.
No.
What's Villa's season as a club to win what? Are they ever going to win the Champions League?
They've done it.
Are they ever going to win it again? Realistically?
Not for a while, no.
And Man United, realistically?
Probably not.
You're not. Right, time now to slide into Game Day with Burger King.
Sliding into Game Day on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Now, of course, we have to wait till tomorrow to find out if England can reach a first World Cup final since 1966. But what a cracker we've got as a warm-up. Two-time winners France take on the 2010 winners Spain in the first semi-final. Team news is in. Your commentator Joe Shannon has all the details. Joe, good evening.
Good evening, Andy. There are 2 changes for France. Tchouaméni is back fit. He starts in place of Kone in midfield. The other alteration is in the front 4. Barcola preferred to Doué today by Didier Deschamps. Magnon is the goalkeeper. Koundé, Upamecano, Saliba and Digne at the back. Tchouaméni and Rabiot, the 2 in midfield. Dembele, Elise and Barcola behind Kylian Mbappe up front. Mbappe, by the way, 20 goals in 20 World Cup appearances. Of course, only Lionel Messi has more World Cup goals than Kylian Mbappe. For Spain, it's a little more straightforward. They are unchanged. That means that Pedri remains among the subs. Unai Simon is the goalkeeper. Porro, Kubasi, Laporte and Cucurella at the back. Rodri and Fabian Ruiz holding. Lamine Yamal, Olmo and Baena behind Oyarzabal up front. And Spain have never lost a match when Yamal has started. Played 26, won 20, drawn 6, lost none. It is France against Spain in the World Cup semi-final. It'll be live on talkSPORT.
Thanks, Joe. Just a quick word, Benny. When I see or hear the French line up like that, I'm like, yeah, we're not going to beat them.
Well, not so much. You never know. They could have an off day. You just don't know. Spain might beat them, but the fact you can go Doué, no, Barcola in.
Yeah, incredible. I look at their defence now. I thought that was their weakness. Looks quite strong to me now.
And Upamecano, because that was always the one I thought. He's good this tournament.
Let's stay with that game. Let's cross now live to your wonderful host, Natalie Soy. She takes over from us at 7. She's there. She can tell us more. Natalie, good evening to you.
Good evening to you, and do you know what? It's like Christmas Eve for us all. We're so excited for this game. You know what it's like to be involved in a game of such magnitude. We are just so excited. So obviously I'm alongside Joe Shannon, Mark McGee here as well, and this stadium is an absolute beauty, it has to be said, and it's boiling hot outside, but we are under cover, the roof is on, the air conditioning's on, and we are set for a brilliant game as well.
Listen, it is like Christmas Eve, you're right, with Christmas Day being tomorrow with England and Argentina, but you've got a wonderful present tonight in France against Spain. I think this could be a real feast. I expect goals, but you've got the brilliant Spanish defence against the wonderful attacking options of the French as well. So what sort of game do you expect tonight, Natalie?
Well, you know what? You're absolutely right. Styles make fights, don't they? And they are in some ways contrasting in the sense that France is all about the attack, and we've been blessed to have seen them so many times already live at this competition, and we've been blown away by France every single time. And it's not always Mbappe that takes the headlines. You know, Dembele has done so. You can speak about the fact that it's either Barcola or Doué that plays on that left-hand side, but whoever it is causes so many issues. And of course, Michael Olise likewise is claiming plenty of headlines too. And then you look at that Spanish team, who are so brilliant in defence. I sort of feel with this Spanish team, of course they've done brilliantly, because how else do you get to a semi-final of a World Cup? But I'm not yet blown away by them, and maybe that's because we're yet to see them reach their peak levels, and there's no better game to do that and then to raise your game in a World Cup semi-final. And don't forget, they've got pretty decent recent history against France too.
Nat, do you think these are the two best teams in the tournament?
Well, I certainly think France are. As I say, with Spain, I'm so undecided on them. Of course, they're the best defence. There's no doubt about that. So in some ways, you could say, of course they are. How else have they got to this stage? And to have conceded just one goal, and that was in their last game, just goes to show how brilliant they've been. And of course, you can look back to Qatar 2022 and what Argentina achieved. And you remember they lost to Saudi Arabia in the group stage. I'm sort of fast-forwarding now to the group stage here, where Spain drew with Cape Verde in that first game, and you were asking questions of this Spanish team. But we were present at the press conferences, and Luis de la Fuente, wow, what a relaxed character he is. He was so beaming and full of smiles and just excited about this opportunity. So I must say, having not seen them live, I'm really intrigued to see how this Spanish team are going to compete against a France team, like I've said, that have blown many people away already.
Now, let me ask you, the two games Bentley and I have been to, which was Norway v Brazil and then, of course, England v Norway, they've both been outside with a roof open. You mentioned the roof is closed, the aircon is on. Could you try and explain what that aircon experience is like? For argument's sake, is it like when you walk around Westfield? Is it exactly like aircon, as I would imagine? Or is it a little bit cold? How does it work? Because it's such a big structure.
No, it's huge. I mean, this stadium alone, the Statue of Liberty could stand up inside it comfortably. That's how tall this stadium is. It's exactly like walking around Westfield. I would say sometimes, you know, you've been in America now for a little while, haven't you? And you know what it's like when you go from the hot temperatures into the cold. Sometimes it's too cold, the air conditioning. You're not used to it, really. This one just feels really comfortable. And we haven't got that issue where we've had previously. You mentioned the Brazil game, obviously, with Norway. We've been in those outside stadiums in New York and New Jersey and Boston and Philly. Philly was the worst, I think, for all of us. It was sweltering hot, and you sort of think, oh, crikey, we're finding it difficult. How are those players finding it? Well, because we know pitchside it's even warmer. So yeah, it is very much like you are in a beautiful shopping centre, keeping cool. The thing that we'll find is when we leave later, we'll be shocked at how hot it is. That's how calming and nice it is in this stadium.
I hope you got your hoodie with you. Nat, always a pleasure. Enjoy the game. I think it's going to be one of the best.
I think you're absolutely right. Lots of love. See you soon.
See you soon. There you go, the brilliant Natalie Sawyer. That was a look at today's semi-final and all the key talking points that go with it, all thanks to Burger King.
Sliding into game day on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
What do you want to say to me, Bentley? You wanted to talk about that game. What do you want to say?
Looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to it?
Is that it?
Yeah, that was it.
I thought you said get rid of that so you and I can have a chat.
No, I didn't say that, actually.
Yeah, you did. That's exactly what you said. Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
What do you think of the game? You looking forward to it? What do you think the score will be and who will score the goals?
And that's it, is it? You're interviewing me. No one cares about what I think. It's all about what
you hold on. Everyone cares about the pilot, apparently.
No. Everyone wants to know you. My views will be... when I see the French team written down on a piece of paper, I can't possibly imagine them not winning this game. No. I know Spain are brilliant. Defensively, they're great. But I still... like, if France win by 2 or 3 goals, I'm not going to sit there and go, I never saw that coming.
No, agreed. But if Spain win, they don't get goals.
I can't see Spain winning the game. I hope Spain win it, because if we get through, I'd rather play Spain.
You know, I find that bonkers that everyone's petrified of France, and rightly so, right? But if a team beats France, right, and all of a sudden we're going, hold on.
But it's like Norway-Brazil, right? We'd rather play Norway, and they got through.
Oh no, I didn't care who we played, Brazil or Norway.
What are you talking about? You love Brazil. You wanted them to get through.
Yeah, I wanted them to get 3 more points. I think England could have beaten either one of them.
I know, but I just feel it would have been tougher to beat Brazil, even in name only, right?
Yeah. No, today's going to be fascinating, but I just think the way that France play, like Spain's defensive record this tournament has been incredible, but they've not come up against anything they're about to come up to.
Do you want a prediction from me?
Go on.
3-1 France.
Who scores?
When Mbappe gets 2. Take your pick, Doué.
I'm going 4-1 France.
Okay, so 1 more goal than me.
Yeah.
Hat-trick Mbappe?
No, I'm going Dembele 2.
Yeah.
Mbappe 1.
Saying like it's going to happen, yeah.
Elise.
Okay. All right, but we both think there's going to be a gulf between at least 2 goals, and the French get
Watch
through.
will come in tomorrow. It's been 1-0 to Spain.
Yeah, we got that completely wrong. A reminder, that game, of course, will be live on talkSPORT. Build-up begins when we come off air in about 15 minutes' time. All right, let's move our attention just briefly to cricket. It's all over at Edgbaston between England and India. John Norman has more. Hi, John.
Yep, sealed with a 6. Washington Sundar reaching 50 with a maximum to seal. A comfortable victory in the end for India. They've beaten England by 6 wickets thanks to a 100-run partnership between Axar Patel and Washington Sundar. Earlier on, England reduced to 80 for 5, then 107 for 6. They lost 5 wickets for just 19 runs at one stage. If not for a century partnership between Liam Dawson and Joe Root, then this contest would have been over some time ago. India, who came into this ODI series under a lot of pressure after losing the T20 series so heavily, lost 3 wickets for just 11 runs themselves, but recovered thanks to that 100-run partnership and go to Cardiff. 1-0 up with 2 to play. They've beaten England by 6 wickets.
Well done to them. Thank you for that, John. Benny, we've got one section of our show left. Tell all our millions of listeners around the world why they should stay with us for the last section. Just tell them. Down the barrel of that camera.
Because it's the best show on national radio. Fact.
Yeah, go to a break, Jay. That's all we need. Best show after this.
That 30-year feud reignited between Roy Keane and Alfie Haaland. So Haaland's dad was obviously at the game, obviously unhappy with how things played out between Norway and England, whether it's his son being penalised for pushing Elliot Anderson in the box and that goal being ruled out, whether it's the ball hitting the spider cam for England's first. So he's really frustrated, and he takes to X to sarcastically congratulate Bellingham and the referee, claimed Norway were robbed by the French referee Clement Turpin. In response, on his podcast, Roy Keane decides to stick the knife in even further by saying that alcohol could have impacted Alfie Haaland's judgment on proceedings because, quote, he always seems to be drinking alcohol at the matches. He added, if you're having a drink, then you're seeing the game differently. No love lost between them. A quick reminder, back in 1997... Roy Keane tore his ACL trying to tackle Haaland when he was playing for City. 4 years later, the two clashed again when Keane issued a premeditated sort of knee-high tackle on Haaland. So, yeah, absolute handbag still 30 years later, Gabs.
Yeah, Roy's a bitter guy, though. Like I said before, I had him at Villa. But at least Haaland hasn't walked out his country at a World Cup.
Oh.
Drop the mic.
Oh.
Where's my water?
Wow. Well, make sure it's not alcohol.
Whatever.
See things a bit differently.
Glass houses.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if grown men need to be behaving like that when they get an opportunity.
Yeah, but I feel like he's going to be like that. Haaland's dad, he's devastated. His son's not scored or whatever, and his country's going home. There's no harm in that.
And we hear that Haaland wasn't at full fitness either. Tony Cascarino, in fact, got a message at half-time saying that he's been ill. Yeah. And so obviously we see, don't we, with the parents of or the family members of footballers, they passionately defend their loved ones. But it seems that Roy Keane's just taken the opportunity.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
Welcome back to World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent, brought to you by Enterprise Rent a Car here for it. Book now, enterprise.co.uk. We're coming to you live from Buddy's Bar in New York City. Follow us at 7. Live coverage of the first World Cup semi-final between France and Spain. And a reminder, of course, that talkSPORT brings you live commentary of the big one, the massive semi-final between England and Argentina tomorrow evening. Coverage, by the way, I don't know if you know this, begins at 6:30. So we're only doing a 2.5-hour show.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Are you excited about tomorrow? Are you nervous?
What, the fact it's a 2.5-hour show?
No, about the game.
I'm really excited about it. I think it's just going to be one of those unbelievable games. And then on the back, this is what I can't get my head around, right? If we win it, we're in a World Cup final. And if we're in a World Cup final, it's down that road. And you and I go in. That's what I'm going to struggle with.
You're crazy. For me, in my head, I'm like, oh, this is another game we're going to World Cup final.
Can we talk about what we were talking about last night? About England?
What about?
About how much we want England to win and how much some of us don't.
What do you mean?
Well, I said I would forego any...
Yeah. Great conversation.
Okay. So I said last night when we went out for dinner, right, that I would give up anything my team has done, Manchester United, to be able to witness England winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
Okay? And you thought that was absolutely crazy. And I asked you, would you? And you said no. And you said you'd rather win the League Cup with Arsenal.
Yeah, but because I'm almost a club over country. Not almost. I am a club over country man. So like, League Cup extreme. But if you're talking about me sacrificing Arsenal in the league this year for England to win the World Cup, absolutely not.
But would you rather have a ticket to see Arsenal win the League Cup or England win the World Cup?
League Cup's extreme. FA Cup probably.
FA Cup.
Listen, I am so club over.
No, but don't say probably.
I am so club.
So would you rather have a...
I'd rather Arsenal win anything, England win the World Cup.
So you'd
anything.
You'd rather have...
League, no.
You'd rather have a World Cup, an FA Cup final ticket...
Yep.
...and see Arsenal win it, than Sunday go to the MetLife Stadium.
I'm club over country, all day.
I find that absolutely insane.
I find it bizarre you'd give up everything your club's won for England to win the World Cup.
No, I'd give up the treble. You asked me to treble.
No, you said you give up every Champions League your club's ever won.
3 of them, yeah.
See that?
See England win the World Cup.
That makes no sense.
I tell you why. Right? Because only one generation of English people have ever seen England either win the World Cup in the stadium at Wembley or been around and seen the celebrations, right? It don't happen that often. It's happened once. It may never happen again. To be in that stadium, in the MetLife Stadium, and witness history in the making, right? For me, it would genuinely be up there with the birth of my children.
Yes, that's crazy. I'll
tell you why.
No,
tell you why.
They'll tell you why.
I'll tell you what. He's got kids. She's got kids. She's got kids. He's got kids. None of these people have ever seen England win a World Cup.
I don't care. Listen, I hope.
Honestly, I just think it's...
I want England to win the World Cup, right? But I'm not sacrificing anything to do with Arsenal. No way. Absolutely not.
Don't you think the celebrations in London, or in England, will be obscene? Like something you've never witnessed.
I know, I'd be happy for them, but the parade that I went to when Arsenal won the league on that Sunday was incredible.
So, okay, let's say we beat Argentina.
Yep.
And we go to the final. when Harry Kane scores the winner in the last minute, and the whole world goes nuts, or England goes nuts, and in the stadium I'm going, probably falling down, going mental, losing my voice, going nuts. What will you be doing?
Yeah, I'll celebrate. My point is, I want England to win the World Cup.
But not on those levels.
Yeah, I'm not that guy where I'm thinking, oh my goodness, you're saying you'd swap every Champions League in Manchester United's history for England to win the... No.
I'm saying you'd rather go to an FA Cup final. That's insane.
No, I'd rather Arsenal win than England win.
You said you'd rather Arsenal win an FA Cup final. Stand by what you said. You said that.
I'd rather Arsenal win
the FA Cup,
FA Cup, whatever cup, rather than England, because I'm club over country.
Difficult. I find that very
bizarre.
Is that a split amongst you lot?
No.
Anyone?
Joe's the same as me.
Joe, you're an Ipswich fan.
Yeah, same as me.
You got more chance of England winning the World Cup than Ipswich winning anything. Oh, promotion back to back.
Country club.
What are you going for?
Club. See, club man as well.
Club. You gone for club? What have you gone for, Susan? Country. Good work. Okay.
So you're out voted.
All right.
I found out every Champions League in your club's history.
There's only 3.
That's a lot of Champions Leagues.
Right. Mate, you'd rather win the Littlewoods Cup. Right, that's nearly all we have time for. Me and Betty will be back tomorrow, building up to that game.
Yeah.
Obviously, it means a lot to me, not to you. Build up.
Yeah,
Why don't you build up to the Coca Cup final?
The what?
Coca Cup final.
The Coca-Cola Cup final, you mean?
What was it called? What was the Coca-Cola Cup?
Yeah.
We build up to that, or the Milk Cup. We build up to the Milk Cup. Yeah, watch that. Repeats of that in your bedroom. Big thanks to all of our guests today, including Bradley Wright Phillips, Frank Leboeuf. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock, we'll be joined by Carl Walker. How about that? I didn't know that. As we build up to England against Argentina, the semi-final. I can't go high because my voice won't let me, but I'm so excited. The semi-finals of the World Cup against Argentina is just off the scale. I can't wait. For me, it is. Not for you. What will the score be tonight? Last prediction, you said 4-1 or 3-1?
4-1.
4-1, I said we both think France.
Disrespectful to Spain saying that, but sorry, Spain.
Okay, I agree with you. Either way, you're going to hear it all unfold live on talkSPORT. Natalie Sawyer brings you the first semi-final. France take on Spain. It's live from Dallas. Build-up begins as soon as I put this microphone on the table. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy the football. We'll see you tomorrow. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.
And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife.
British sensation Arthur Ferry shocked the world, becoming just the second ever wildcard to make a Wimbledon semi-final. He is with us now live in the studio. Good morning to you, Arthur.
Good morning, mate. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in.
Amazing.
How's life, mate? How's it all going?
It's been good. It's been busy, that's for sure, past few days. But yeah, it's going to be nice to have a bit of time off and just relax, process everything.
I was going to ask you straight away, like, what have you learnt from your experience at Wimbledon? Because, like I spoke to you before we come on, I was watching the Dimitrov win. And honestly, mate, the tennis that you was playing is unbelievable. Everyone talking about it. Everyone that's English so proud of you. But what were your experiences and what have you learnt from your time at Wimbledon?
Yeah, it was the first time that I, caught the general public's eye, and I was playing in front of a lot of people. So, getting used to that was good. I had 2 weeks and six matches to kind of get used to it progressively.